Hey, Paul, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
good. I saw that I'm in the Bahamas. The beer of the Bahamas is I gotta try it tomorrow. Kalik. Kalik.
Kalik. Oh.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I took this picture at the airport. It says the
Oh,
beer of the
okay.
Bahamas.
Yeah. Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
thought you were saying a style, and I was like, what? I've never heard of that.
Yeah, when I walked to the thing, it was a big thing you walk through, and it's this big. You walk through the billboard to get to the baggage claim.
It has to
Wow.
have some type of fruit attached to it or
For
color
Paul,
attached
Paul
to it
drink
for
it.
Paul to know it.
That's probably just a lager,
If
I
there's
would
no
imagine.
fruit, if there's no color, some outlandish color, he's not going to know what it is.
Pink grapefruit, something or another.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
Well, sorry guys, we were just actually babbling backstage like a bunch of hackling hens here, and didn't even notice that it was time. So welcome to the 121st episode of the Home Theater Hub, where we discuss all things home theater
All things.
or movies
Most things home theater.
or beers
yeah, all coffee.
or coffee or whatever comes to mind here.
Yep.
So
Whatever helps you sleep at night.
for sure. So how was your week, Ike?
I knew you were going to start off with me, man.
Top
It's
left.
just been-
Whoever's in the top left, that's who I start off with.
My week has been, it's been good. Busy but good as usual. Staying busy, staying out of trouble. Looking forward to the show. It's been good. And tomorrow's Friday. So,
Tomorrow is Friday, yes, and I'm looking forward
That
to
is
it.
that is true.
yeah.
So,
That is a good thing.
so Abe, and
Yes.
before I do that, look, once again, it looks like a different camera angle from Mike. Once again, for he just can't stop fidgeting with stuff. So
How's this different, though? This is the
I
exact same.
well, maybe you got lights set up on both sides now.
No, this is I think the same one he had last week.
I'm gonna have to refer back.
But before
Oh, you're
that,
talking
he
about
was
me?
on the side.
No, Ike
Ike.
with a different
Oh,
camera angle.
I was gonna say what?
I'm gonna have to look on my phone to see if it's because he's constantly
Do
fidgeting
you
with
even
stuff.
watch one show? Do you even watch your own
Yeah, I was
show?
gonna
No,
say,
why
man.
would I go back and watch my own show? I already know what happened. So
Oh,
every
gosh.
now and then I do go back just to check audio, but I don't
Mic check, mic check.
I don't go back and laugh at ourselves and everything else all over again. So for pretending to be podcast hosts, right?
Yeah.
So
Hey, you do a good job as a host.
so Abe, you're in a different location.
Yes, I am in the lovely Nassau, Bahamas. Got here today about 5 o'clock. I spent about an hour, 2 hours getting through customs and security.
Yeah, they wanted to check what's under that big ass Hawaiian shirt you got on right there.
Yeah, well, I'm here. This visit was just for the meeting and to measure the room for the theater, but I didn't really think it was a big deal. I opened my big mouth and said, "Yeah, I'm here for an on-site meeting." And then relaxation. Oh, you're here for work? I'm like, well, did you need a work permit? I'm like, oh God, $346 later.
Ooh,
They hit me up for a work permit, so I had to go to this office to get a temporary work permit. I said, "Look, it's going to be like a meeting. I'm just there to take a picture, measure." Well, that's work, and I'm like, wah, wah, wah. So I should have said, "I'm traveling." I said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I'm here on vacation."
yeah,
But yeah, but then he looked at my shoes like, "Those aren't vacation shoes. I'm in tennis shoes. I'm in some New Balance." He's like, "So how can you tell somebody in tennis shoes they on vacation or work?"
wow.
So
Next time,
anyway,
just say you're here to drink water and mind your business.
yeah, I guess that's what I should have said. So
Drink water
I
and
got a
mind
guy
your
joining me
business.
tomorrow. I said, "Just tell me you're on vacation." If they,
Yeah.
if it is what it is, if they check and see that you got a tool, it's like, "Do you have any tools in your luggage?" I was like, "Yeah." I mean, like, in case they did search it, they're going to find a laser tape measure and a self-leveling laser and a tape measure. So I was like, "Oh well, yeah." So I paid it, but now I know.
Yeah, now you know.
You got to leave those back there somewhere in the stash. So the next time you go, you just go
That-
collect your
Just
tube.
bury
Well, that's
him
what
in
I'm
the
gonna do.
sand.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna tell them. I'm gonna talk to the GC tomorrow. Say, hey, man, this is everything I need. Can you have it here so I can just go on a plane with like a carry-on and just clothes. That's
So,
it.
so how long does that visa last for? Is it a day? Is it a
It's
month?
it's for the time I'm here. So it's for the 4 days I'm here. It will last. Even though I'm only
So-
be there.
So when you come
It's
back,
the-
you got to pay it again.
Yes.
Yep.
And when I actually come here to do the installation, they got to pay it again.
Every
They
time
gotta-
you travel
I
in.
gotta pay
Well, I hope the customer understands that they're going to be charged $300
Yeah.
more for every trip.
That's well, I got to bring it. Unfortunately, I got to bring it to the news saying, look, guy, man, with all due respect, I didn't think I wasn't aware of this. So, but
Yeah.
he's a very understanding client. I don't foresee any problems. So,
I see. Very good. Very good. Well,
but I'm
glad
excited
you
to
made
see
it
what
there
the beach
safely. Did you go by boat or by plane?
by plane. I flew from Atlanta into Nassau. So I got to see a little bit of the ocean when I was coming in, and so, but I didn't get to, just and a little bit on my ride from the airport to here, but it was starting to get dark because it's over cloud, about to rain. So
Yeah.
hopefully tomorrow I'll get to enjoy a little bit of it in the morning before I go to work.
I know it's supposed to clear up over here. So tomorrow it's been raining in South Florida for the past 4 days, and it's been a flood watch every single day. So
Yeah, I heard it's real bad over there. Yeah,
but yeah, so it's
all right.
it's been tough to get work done. But unfortunately, some days you just got to go out and put the rain jacket on and do it. So but yeah, so that's what my week consisted of, dealing with the rain and
Wow.
trying to get work done. That was nearly impossible, but yeah, you just got to grin and bear it sometimes.
Yeah.
So how about you, Paul? How was your week, sir?
It was good, low key. A lot of
Cool.
work, yard work and housework, trying to get everything just tidied up. I got a lot of home projects on the burner.
Besides the speakers, you make any progress on the speaker?
I haven't even touched that yet at all. Like
I see.
after purging like 20 years of clothes and trying to move, clean up the barcade, and also I had to put down my pre-emergent for my yard. And that was like an extra 5-mile walk on top of the 5 mile I already walked for my exercise. I was like, damn. I was like, I forget how many times you got to go back and forth with these damn spreaders.
What you use? Your,
Did you use the
hand
wheelbarrow or you using the
we lost your
handbrake?
camera, Abe.
Oh yeah, I was trying to join the chat I'm
okay.
on an iPad. So
Oh, that's
and then let
fine.
me jump. And
No
then
big
let me
deal.
jump back. Jump
No
back.
big deal. No big deal. I didn't know if it was technical difficulties or what was going on.
Okay. No. Okay. You see me now?
Yeah.
We see you now.
Okay. Yeah.
Can
I
you
actually
see that?
never knew how to do the chat while I'm online on an iPad. Now I know. So I had to jump over to that. So,
For
but
sure.
you can't see them at the same time. It's the only thing. Right? Can you I see you guys, but I don't see the chat. It's like on another screen.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't.
Yeah.
There should be a button on the left hand side that should pop it up. I think. I don't know. I've never looked at it on an iPad before.
Yeah. That connects.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
mine is
can-
downstairs. So
Uh,
Yeah, I've never. Sorry, I
Oh,
can't
hold
help
on.
you there. Can't help you there.
except you pull it up on your phone.
yeah. Don't. Yeah. I think I might do that. Just do it separately.
Sometimes the phone doesn't mute all the way, so we might get some feedback. But
Okay, I'll
anyway,
mute it.
so did you guys hear the news?
Probably not. Which news?
The bird
There's
is
so
Well.
much news out there.
Or did I think it was news, or I didn't think it was that big of news? Maybe.
the bird is the word. The bird.
When the news breaks,
Oh.
we fix it.
SVS announced a new subwoofer today.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
That one.
So
I said
The
I'm
mi-
waiting for the micro.
the Micro 3000R,
The Micro 3000R.
an 11-inch cabinet that digs down to 20 hertz, man. That's pretty good
That's a lot of physics and engineering there.
for sure. So
So it's the
What size is that
Sunfire
driver?
subwoofer. This is the same thing as the Sunfire subwoofer back in the day.
probably you're probably close. Yeah.
Pretty close.
Let's take
to
a look
it.
at some of the pictures. That's
Mhm.
Wow.
Pull that up and then pull up an old Sunfire subwoofer. Tell me that's not the same.
it's got dual drivers.
Oh. Both active, or one is a passive radiator and the other's a.
That's a great question.
I
Let's
think they're
do
both
some research.
active. They should be both active if they're following the
True to SVS style.
Yeah.
traditional.
Dual opposite active drivers.
Bro, okay. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, just
There we
curious.
go.
Yeah, something so small. Yeah.
9-inch
Dual
drivers.
Active
1200
drivers.
watts continuous. That's
Wow.
pretty good for a 9-inch
So-
driver.
So that excursion must be just deep, right? Just real.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the grill kind of protrudes off of
Yeah.
it, you know, so it's gotta bounce
have some-
out a little bit.
It's got to have some depth to it, man.
So yeah, I mean,
Wow.
it's got the parametric EQ for the on the app, you know, which is
That's
pretty
cool.
cool.
Sweet.
So when I go to set my living room system back up, I might have to demo a couple of these.
Yeah, and I think I need to get. I've been looking for one in this particular office space. And
Yeah.
it looks like a prime candidate.
For
because
sure.
of the footprint.
Yeah, it's dead up. The Bob Carver Sunfire subwoofer, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, look it up. You can Google it. and
It's
you'll-
it's the dual
it's
subwoofer.
the exact same thing, man. There's just it's. I mean, it-
I've heard those
it-
Sunfires before.
those,
Actually,
I mean, they're pretty impressive for the size. If they did it kind of the same way, I mean, they're not gonna get, DB out the yin yang or anything, but man, they hit pretty hard for the size. I think it's just the impressiveness of, oh wow, like there's that much bass coming out of something that tiny.
so it looks like it's about a 6 dB drop from maybe 30, maybe 25.
25 hertz, yeah.
Yeah, 25 hertz to,
Yeah.
to 20 hertz.
Wow.
So
Wow.
yeah,
Very nice.
But, yeah.
and it's most likely designed for small spaces and for two
Yeah.
channel, right?
I like the piano. I like the white too. The white
For
is
people
really
that want
nice.
subwoofer setup for two channel, if you're into doing that, subs with your two channel speakers,
Yeah.
I
Great
don't
for
think, I don't think they expect you to throw this into.
Some of these micro subs are very impressive. Like that.
Oh
I-
yeah.
I'd like-
Oh yeah. It is still very impressive. I mean, if it
Yeah.
fits your needs and your space, I'm sure it's amazing, as
And you
opposed,
can get you right. You get the right one. You can just depending on the price and what your budget is, but you can do 4 of these or 6 of these a room, get some major impact out of it. And
oh yeah.
not have to take up a lot of space in a room. Be pretty impressive.
Yeah, for sure. No, like I said, I know you mentioned Sunfire. I've actually heard the Sunfire in a home theater setting before. It was
Oh,
in,
wow.
in a showroom, so
Mhm.
it was pretty cool, especially for the footprint that it that it has. So
I
I
think
wonder if it hooks up can hook up wirelessly too, like because they have the wireless.
they have an MK2 version, Rich. The 8-inch was like one of the original, but they also have an MK2 Sunfire subwoofer that was the 10-inch. It's kind of the same. It's all the same. 2,700 watts was I think the MK2 Sunfire. But yeah, this one, I mean, it's not bad. That's a lot of power. in
Yeah.
it,
Mhm.
20
Hey,
hertz,
Derek,
1200
is-
watts.
Is my mic still quiet? I don't know. Derek says
Yeah, that's why I told you were a little quiet earlier. Yeah,
but
you have to.
yeah, I'm looking at my gauge. Looks good. Sure. It's been a long week though. Guess I'm
Let me
just
see what your
tired
the
of
mic.
talking.
The mic is actually
Yeah.
turned up one.
Yeah.
Here we
Mic
go.
check. Mic check.
I turned you up a little bit on the through StreamYard here. So
It's
But yeah.
definitely a cool subwoofer. And do
Yeah,
they
for
have
sure.
the is there the non-gloss finish? Is it like $100
Mm,
cheaper or is it
I
just
only see the two finishes here. So
Okay.
it's piano black and
okay?
white.
Yeah. So they don't have like a matte finish. So
Yeah.
which
so
kind of makes sense. I mean,
as of right now, it's a piano gloss black.
yeah.
Paul is
Yeah.
like, can I get it for $8.99?
Well, you can
Yeah.
if you can if you go dual, right?
If you go,
You get 5% off when you go dual.
Yeah,
so
that's
you
true.
can.
That's true.
There you go. There's incentive right there.
Yeah.
You get
5%.
So you get $50.
Yeah, well, shout out to SVS.
Yes,
Good job.
shout
You know,
out to them. Yeah, for sure.
You'd be
Yeah.
amazed
Yeah.
how good multiple smaller subs can be in the right environment.
It must have hit a market or they wouldn't have made
Yeah.
another version.
I mean, look I think for gaming, like a PS5 or something like that, a gaming setup or a like your normal computer setup with with speakers
Yeah, that's
for
true.
music and stuff like
Yeah.
that. I think that fits the bill absolutely perfectly, right?
Mhm.
And for those of you that have a living room system, maybe
Yeah.
you just have like a living room home
Hide
theater,
this in the corner or something.
right? For sure,
Yeah.
for sure.
Shoot, I could
The wife
put
the wife
4 of
acceptance
'em in this
factor is
thing,
there.
you know?
Now here's what I want to look at. Okay, so there's something else that just came out too. So this is
Oh, boy.
the Alcon's LFE 18 Ultra Slim.
The MK
I'm not ultra slim.
Up with the MK2 name. MK2. Mark
Mhm.
II.
Reminds me,
yeah,
it reminds me of the Triad Silver Cinema Sub. The
Oh,
way it's
yeah?
designed.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
do.
So
was a
Alcon's
good-
Audio announces and it ships the Slim Profile reference sub. So let's dive into this a little bit and see what I just found this too. Direct radiating driver with in-room response below 10 hertz.
Ooh.
The configuration ensures exceptional impulse response, perfectly matching ultra-fast translucent characteristics. Okay.
Now, how big is that mama
It's a-
jamma?
Yeah, let's go down and see if we can
Big Mama
find some
Jamma.
specs here. I don't see any.
That's not measured in inches. That's measured in feet.
We'll
Yeah,
probably,
for
need,
sure.
we'll probably need to go to their product page or something.
Yeah. We'll have to see if they have. Have to see if they, because this is just an article.
Well, what's the driver? Is that a 18 inch?
Look, it says LFE 18 SL, so I would imagine it's 18.
Assuming it's an 18, so that's additional. Just looking at it,
It's got dual voice coils, which is what a lot of the new subwoofers are implementing now too.
So wow, yeah, that's pretty wide there. That's probably 30 inches wide. Yeah, and it's pretty big, but still, I mean, if it fits the bill,
The good news is that something like this can fit behind your screen, fairly
Yeah.
easily,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it
Or
like
even like an enclosure, like below the screen, you could have a
Right.
little like speaker cowl or speaker enclosure fabric wrapped, and you can kind of park those.
for sure you can turn them on the
Cool.
sides, lay them down.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
lot of different things you can do with
I
them.
mean, you can
Mike,
just
did you find the
slide
did you
'em
find
under
their
the
product
couch.
page?
I found what I thought was it, but let's see.
Let me see. Let me open.
Yeah, I put a link in the chat.
I
Check
see it.
that
I see it.
one.
Yeah.
I don't think that's it. Yeah,
Slim size
that's
subwoofer.
a different one. Let's
But
see.
maybe
I'm certainly not slim size.
so. This is an 18 here.
I
Looks
think they
like
just announced it. I'm not seeing any of the. Oh, it should
No,
be
it's not.
more
Oh,
on the
Jesus.
website.
It
Yeah,
looks like those are
That's not-
stackable
yeah.
line arrays.
Those are 18s. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's not.
But yeah, maybe they haven't added it to their
Oh, wait,
lineup
go,
yet.
Go to the homepage.
Go to the homepage.
Nah, it takes you back to the news. More information. So go down to the page we were. I think I found it.
Oh, look at that. Pretty.
Now click. See the very last line there that says "click here." Let's see. Click on that. Let's see what shows.
More information. Ah,
All right. Always more information, but now you got to scroll and scroll just to find more.
It's just spinning. We're
See,
breaking the internet.
emails.
Apparently, we have so many people watching this.
Ah, there's more than 3 people on this
Now,
website.
now
Hold
you're
on.
pushing your luck.
Oh
It doesn't-
man.
I don't know.
No,
Check it out.
I don't think that it. You just want to do read more and see. I think it's gonna take us right back to where we were.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it opens up a different page. But
Maybe I am not looking correctly. Let's see.
it's got
Share this tab instead. Okay, studio residential.
Scroll down. The question is it?
Oh, look at
there?
those, man. Those look nice.
Yeah, sheesh. Those, oh my God, look at the horns on that. Jesus criminy.
So the pro
Yeah,
ribbon
look at the horn.
transducer, that's the we got to hear the Alcons.
Yep.
Did we? What, Ike, was that the day that Paul had to leave? I think we did that Sunday morning at CEDIA, didn't we?
Yeah, I
Mm,
think he had already
Yeah.
The
left.
Alcons.
yeah, I don't remember seeing those. I would have remembered that big ass horn.
Yeah, really, really enjoyed the Alcons, and a lot of people said it was, their favorite theater.
Really?
Yep. Yes,
I don't think I got to hear those. What were those in one of the listening rooms?
Yeah, so it was right next to the Cricks room.
the Crick's room right there.
Oh,
Yeah, so and I
I
think
could have
they-
been in. Don't remember.
I think they won an award for
Wow.
so
Huh?
if I'm thinking correctly, I like this design, to where it's kind of like modular, where you can add and add stuff and swap it out, so if you want something different,
Mhm.
you can. So those are like true cinema speakers, right? So
Yeah.
They look like it.
They're meant to be hidden.
yeah, for sure. So
Yeah,
so
they-
there's
those
some of the
look like they
subwoofers there. Yeah, it didn't have anything for the. That's a nice looking theater there from Alcons. I like that. So there's some.
Yeah.
There's a SL 18-inch large format.
That's the larger format.
Yeah. So that is 12.2. Maybe 12.2 inches deep, maybe.
Deep, I would believe that. It does
Yeah.
look
31 centimeters, 12.2 inches deep, which is pretty slim for an 18-inch driver.
Yeah.
you know?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, the basket on that is usually on an 18-inch driver is usually somewhere around 16, 17 inches. It's almost should match the size of the driver.
And it looks good too.
Yeah.
Please.
Oh, look at those amplifiers they have. Those are nice looking.
Kind of looks a little bit like crown amps.
Crown
bit.
amp. Yep. Crown amp with an eyeball.
Yeah.
With a
With
Macintosh eyeball.
Yeah.
That's
Let's go
funny.
with the warp speed.
And they are not cheap.
2,500 watts, man.
Mm.
So,
Oh,
all right.
interesting.
Well, so to be determined on the size of the new subwoofer from Alcons. But yeah, I enjoyed this room. I thought it was really good. I will say I thought it was cranked up a little bit too loud for me when I watched.
For you?
Yeah, for me it was.
Wow.
The irony. Huh?
He's like, wait, it was loud for you? I've
Yeah.
listened to you in your demos. That's way loud.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
like, that's like Scott Newby complaining about too much bass.
yeah, I think it was. It was just a little. Derek was there too. So, what do you think, Derek? What do you think about the Alcons room? By the way, let's say hi to everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining us today,
Hello, chat.
Drew. We got this guy, Brews and Views. I don't know where he's from. Derek, CSO. Got this guy, Easy Tech. Our buddy Rich from
Rich.
down in Jamaica. Appreciate that. Scottio, by the way,
Hey,
Scottio
Scotty.
just got a new shipment of drive, so make sure you guys a couple episodes back, if you need an optical drive, make sure you are hitting Scotty-O up because I think he just got a bunch of new portable LG drives in. So if you need an
I might
optical
need
drive,
one, Scott, yeah, for backup for my Asus.
yeah, for sure. So, and he advised that he sold out of all the drives that he had previously. So, great job on
wow.
that. Hopefully, we were part of the reason for you to sell out on that. So, appreciate that.
That's great.
So, like to offer stuff to our people that watch our show. So,
Keep
thank
it in
you.
the community, right?
For sure. Alcon's audio stuff always has me salivating. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the theater. Like I said, I think it was, I don't know if everybody wants to show, what their systems can do
See
at
big.
at
We
these
got
places,
C
right?
Big in the chat. We got
C Big in the house.
C Suckso. That
What?
C Suckso.
Is
Okay.
are you trying to say this right here? Are you?
Suckso. That's what I was trying to say.
So I just said CSO. We'll keep it at that because I didn't want to go with the C Suckso.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to get to.
Oh man, 42 on the way between slim drives and externals. Nice.
There you go.
All right. So he says
Scott is the new Slim Shady.
CSO.
CSO. There you go.
Chief Security Officer. Okay.
It's not Costco. That's for
Slim Drive Slate Shady.
Oh man. Well, appreciate you joining. However you pronounce your handle there. So thank you for joining.
The Soxo.
My name is what? So what about you guys? Any movies? Were you guys able to partake in any movies? Oh, and by the way, the one that we were
Do we have homework?
the one that we were told to watch for our homework
I did not participate.
just released on Kaleidoscape, and that is Psycho Killer. So I did find it, and it does have a 9% rating.
Wow.
On Kscape?
On Kscape, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Christ.
9% and 37%. So look,
That is
you
no
guys
longer
should
homework. That
you
is
guys
now on
should be able
exam.
to find you guys should be able to find this on digital. So that is our next homework
It
assignment.
should be on a streaming service somewhere.
Psycho Killer. We're gonna
That is no longer a homework now. That's like right in the actual exam.
Yeah, so that is going to be our next homework. We will say we should. I'm knocking on wood. We should have a guest next week. So we'll plan that one for 2 weeks. So you got 2 weeks to watch Psycho Killer.
I'm gonna have to write that down for homework. That's crazy.
So we were told that it was extremely bad.
9%. That's bad. I think that was worse than the Tiptoe.
Yeah, that's bad, man.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
Kaleidoscape users are like bougie people, right? People that would tend to be maybe nice.
And-
All of them give it 9%.
Let me see what it says. Oh, it's $24.99 too. So I'm gonna wait.
Okay, so now they're probably pissed off that they spent that money.
Well-
it makes sense. They're pissed off.
I'm going to wait for the rental. Hopefully, it'll go to rental next week because I'll rent it. I'm not going to
Yeah.
pay $24.
Yeah.
Go on sale.
Yeah. No,
Look at Jessica.
She says she can't wait.
Can't
Yeah.
wait. Jeez.
Hey, it's a new genre. It's
Yeah, you're gonna have to, Ike. You're gonna have to pull your blanket up and get your big boy pants on and watch this one.
Yeah, watch it at 7:00 in the morning.
not
with all
at
the windows
9. Not
open.
at 9%. Nothing 9% is gonna be that scary.
I know, man. I'll probably be more pissed off, but
Probably you'll be laughing more. It's like, oh, well, that's.
I'm kind of right. I'm kind of looking forward to it, and I'm gonna definitely.
For sure. Yeah. So Psycho Killer. It's a 2026 film. So yeah, a determined state trooper relentlessly hunts down the satanic serial killer she saw murder her husband. There you go. There you go. That's the synopsis.
There we
You probably
go.
saw the whole movie already when you haven't even seen a trailer.
It has to be worse than I Know What You Did Last Summer, right? 'Cause, like,
That was not that
Those
bad.
aren't that bad.
I
Yeah,
mean,
those
it's
are
cheesy from a
popcorn.
cheesy perspective, right? It's
Those-
cheesy.
yeah, but
What was wrong
No,
with
you're
Nev
just-
Campbell and someone in the ceiling? I mean, come on.
yeah,
Yeah.
Uh,
Man.
that's
All right. So, Ike, were you able to partake in any movies this week, sir?
Yes, I finally got actually.
Look at
today.
this. He's looking at a list too.
No,
Look at this.
no, I
Oh.
finally got the Blu-ray.
Ah.
the 4K, and I ended up watching it.
Oh,
all right.
mercy.
That wasn't bad.
Love it.
Oh, you
love it.
loved it. Okay.
Loved
Well,
it.
out of 10.
I'm a shoot 'em up type of dude, right? So
Okay.
it kind of felt close to that.
yeah,
you know.
yeah, it was.
So it was good.
Well,
Okay.
it just so happens
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
that I got this queued up too.
Oh.
So I
Oh,
was
look
able
at
to
that.
watch Mercy, and we didn't even talk this week. I was
Nope,
able to
did
watch
not.
Mercy this week. So,
Nice.
what did you think? You thought it was good?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I didn't go in with any expectation. It's Chris Pratt, right? So
Right.
Mhm.
his movies end up becoming the same. To me, it's like it's not hard to tell.
This was a different take, I think.
I mean, it's a different take, but it's like watching any Arnold Schwarzenegger's movies, right? Or Sylvester Stallone, right? It's no matter how much you twist the story, you still see them in the original character that you've always known him. Rambo is always going to be Rambo to me, regardless of if you put him in Family Guy or if you put him in
You know,
Fast
I'm
You
trying to
know why
think of
I have a
how
problem with that?
what do you
You're-
think? What do you
you're,
think about
you're saying he's the Jason Statham transporter, like
That's
I've
what I
got-
see
I've got
Chris
that
Pratt.
same- I've got that same issue with Kevin Costner. I see Kevin Costner Dance with the Wolves. It's the same character.
come on now, Tin Cup. He was much better
Eh.
than Tin Cup.
No, it doesn't mean that it's bad.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
No, yeah, right. That's
it's
it.
hard
bad.
for
It's
me
just-
to see.
you're
It's
saying
hard
you're
for me to
saying
see
you're
Chris Pratt beyond the first movie I watched.
The
and I
acting
can't
is not
remember.
as deep. It's not deep. They're not. These characters are like completely detached. Like seeing Sean Penn in Carlito's Way, and then Harvey Milk, and then in Mystic River. That's three different characters,
For
Yeah.
sure.
completely distinct.
Entirely different individuals.
Entirely different characters. The depth
Yeah.
of like the attorney he played with the curly hair in Carlito's Way.
Who's the
compared
guy that
to
played the
playing-
Joker? He plays a lot of good roles too. Not
Yeah,
the
Heath
not the
Ledger.
Batman Joker. Yeah, Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
yeah,
but
that
the,
guy-
the
I mean-
characters are so in depthly different, every
Right.
time you see that's range. Kevin Costner's range, even though I like him, and yeah, it's great. Tin Cup was great. The range is not quite there.
Yeah.
Still
I
very
mean, to
likable
me, it's
guy.
like it's almost like Tomorrow's War, right? With Chris Pratt. Like to me, it's like the same guy. Like
It's just- you still like it. Just say
you know,
that.
you like it. I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's bad,
right.
but to me, it was just like
So
it's like Sylvester Stallone.
Overall,
so what's
look-
your
Rambo's
personal
Rambo.
rating on this?
yeah,
on
and
this
that's what I
Tin
was going to
Cup?
go to. IMDb rates it at 6.2. For me, I think the 6.2 is a little low. I actually
Yeah, I think it
enjoyed
was
this.
low. I was gonna go 7.5.
Yeah, no, I'm right there on the 6 mark on that one.
Did
Yeah,
I was
you
gonna
see
go.
Mercy?
I was gonna go
yeah,
7.5.
yeah, I've seen it a long time ago.
Oh yeah, you said you
Yeah, you saw
this
it a
a
long time.
couple
I was
weeks
waiting
back.
for the
Yeah.
disc to come out. So
yeah.
Yeah, I watched this on actually because the Kaleidoscape is still trying to charge like $29 for this thing. So
Oh,
you
I
guys
see
are
what you're
breaded,
doing.
man. I mean, if you spend 90K for your hard drive, why you should be able to pay 40
dude,
bucks
I
for
picked up the Running
Yeah.
Man for the new Running Man for $9.99 on Kaleidoscape this week.
I
And
bought that
ha-
one too. I haven't watched it yet.
and from what I understand, listening to Brightside with Steve and both Steve and DJ, it's probably, from what they say, one of the best mixes of the year. So
Really?
yeah, so I want to see it. I'm interested to see it, but I'm going to pay that much for it, So now the Mario Brothers pre-ordered whatever it costs for my son. It's already as soon as it downloads, or what 12 o'clock at night, whenever they pump it up, that's fine. But there's certain movies that I'll pay for, but blockbusters. I paid for Fire and Ash when it first came out, right? So still haven't had a chance to see that yet, but I did pay the full price for Fire and Ash. But there's certain ones I'll put on my wish list, and they'll send me an email and say, "Hey, this has been discounted. Do you want to purchase?"
So that was Ike's. Did you watch any other movies?
No, I did not.
Oh, okay. So you guys got together and
we didn't get together.
shared
We haven't
popcorn.
spoken all week.
Well,
Shared popcorn.
what I was trying to say is I actually watched this on Amazon on Prime Video.
Wow.
So I watched it for free on Prime. So
Yeah,
it did have,
I was
it did
waiting
have
for the disc. I
advertisement.
didn't want to watch it on Prime, so I waited for the disc.
I enjoyed this. I really did. It was kind of like I told you guys I like courtroom movies, right? So that's I'm trying to figure out how to say what this movie was like. It's like Total Recall versus in a courtroom setting, So it was a lot of futuristic stuff, and
That would be the best example.
Total Recall
Total
means
Recall.
To Kill a Mockingbird? No, not like that.
no, not To Kill a Mockingbird, but maybe
There's a mashup.
Yeah, no, for sure. And it actually sent me down. It actually sent me down a path, right? Because I typed into Google best courtroom movies,
Oh,
and
It is 10
so-
Angry Men.
what is it? 12 Angry Men.
10 Angry Men. Or 12 Angry Men, yeah, whatever.
12 Angry Men.
Yeah, the old one, not the new one. Oh,
Correct. So guess
excellent.
what?
Have you seen it?
What I did was I rented it
Mm-mm.
the other day.
Doesn't sound familiar.
It's I rented it, and I guess it's about a jury, right? So
Yeah.
I started watching it, but I didn't finish it. So I need to finish it up. I actually rented that on Prime also because
Heavy
Kaleidoscape.
dialogue, but really good dialogue. You got
Mm-hmm.
to really pay attention to the dialogue. It's very good movie.
Yeah, Kaleidoscape wanted a bunch of money for that one too for a 1957 movie that I wasn't about to
Yeah.
pay for. So
Yeah, look at my-
I got jokes, but I'll bite my tongue.
I had some movies.
$24.99 for HD.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, so that's the cover right there.
Well, if you like courtroom dramas, that is definitely one of the top.
You
ones.
can't handle the truth.
That was a good one too. Yeah.
Yeah. So, anything else that you were able to watch? Sorry.
No, I watch more of TV shows, so I have a couple of new series of some of my favorite TV shows that are starting to come back out.
Okay.
Death in Paradise, a new season. It's a Caribbean island, /
So-
British show.
So I actually watched this today with my son. Secrets of the Beast. So this is on Disney. I'm telling you, the cinematography in this is fantastic. All those National Geographics, I just love sitting there watching, just because of the picture quality that these have, and even coming through streaming. I mean, it was amazing. I mean, you could see every hair follicle on these bees. I don't know what, and I even went back and I looked because I thought some of this shit was AI. How good it looked, and it said, and Google said no, nothing was AI because everybody's claiming that it's AI.
Wow.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. I mean, obviously I'm in this business, right? So just to learn about the intelligence of bees and what they're capable of and stuff like that, it was really cool. So I watched, I think it was the first episode of this today. So. It was actually really good and well written and well shot. They had micro cameras inside of these beehives or bee boxes and stuff that they set up.
Dang.
And they when a new queen bee went out start laying eggs and stuff like that, they know that they in this particular area that they choose snail shells to lay their eggs in. So I guess they put multiple cameras in or multiple snail shells around for the bee to be able to go into, because literally the bee went to several different snail shells and then finally chose one to lay the egg in. So it was actually really cool. So that's on Disney.
Cool.
But yeah, I love documentaries like that about nature and animals and stuff like that. So does my wife. So we sat down and we watched that with the kid today. So highly recommend it if you haven't seen it.
Cool.
For me, that's all the movies that I had a chance to watch for me this week. So we're gonna turn it over to Paul. How about you, Paul? Were you able to watch anything this week?
I only watched 2 movies. I watched the one that you guys kept talking about, and I think someone mentioned again last week, was War Machine.
Oh yeah, yep.
I watched that.
So you got Netflix.
You don't sound too thrilled about that.
How much War Machine?
No, I don't have Netflix.
So you were able to watch it though. Okay.
Yeah. And then I watched
Well, wait a minute. You don't skip over the fun part. What did you think of War Machine?
it was okay.
Yeah, that's what
I
I
mean, it
thought too.
Yeah. It was
But
you
the
know.
sound was good. Did you enjoy the
Yeah,
sound?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. It had a lot of whiz bang booms.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't care for the ending too much of how they.
I didn't even mind the ending. It was just, to me, it was just like, okay, yeah. It was an action movie.
Yeah.
But then I watched a one that I actually liked. It's gonna be hard for me to remember this name. Mike and Nick and Nick and Alice.
Mike, Nick, and Alice.
Mike and Nick and Nick and Alice. And it was actually pretty good. I mean, that was a fun movie.
Okay.
It was still a 6,
146.
but it's like it's different. It's like there's no new things, but they do enough different stuff with it that it's fun. It's actually a good movie.
Vince Vaughn.
Yeah,
Mike and Nick and Alice.
I think you try to find these obscure movies just that nobody's ever heard of.
I do, because I have to, because it's like, okay, there's only so many stories to be told, and I want just a little bit of difference in the story, that makes you go, okay, yeah. And this one fits that bill. It's a good movie. I liked it.
Oh, cool. Check that one out.
Never lost your camera down. Well, you
And again, it's still a 6, but it's a recommended 6. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, it's an action movie.
it's not bad at Rotten Tomatoes.
Action comedy. Well, Vince Vaughn's pretty funny normally. So.
Yeah.
That
So
was pretty good. I have to check that one out.
yeah, it's worth checking out. It's worth checking.
So where
out.
can we watch it? On Disney. It's on Disney right
Disney
now.
and Hulu.
Okay. So I'll have to check that out. That's free for me. Well, not free. I pay my monthly subscription.
It's free as long as you're paying.
As long as I'm paying my monthly
It's
subscription.
free as long as you're paying.
So how about you?
That
Abe?
one was good. I like that one way better than I did War Machine.
Well, I went biblical. It's Easter weekend. I was just for the fun of it. I like going and watching all the old biblical epic movies. I started off with a movie that I like to watch every Easter because for a couple reasons. One is The Robe, 1953. The number one reason I like it, it was the very first movie ever filmed in VistaVision. No, in CinemaScope in 235 or 240 to 1. So it was the very first movie filmed in CinemaScope that broadcast at the theater because television was kind of doing its thing, and so movie theaters wanted to do something different, and they pushed out CinemaScope, and of course VistaVision was another one. And so seeing the fully restored version of The Robe It looks magnificent, just excellent, and just a great story overall. I like that movie,
Oh,
but
with
more so
Richard
because it
Barton.
was
Oh, okay.
yeah, just because I like that it was the very first filmed in CinemaScope. I have a thing for that movie just because it's cool to see
Have you
to know
seen
that's
the?
the very
Have you
It
seen
even
the
advertises
Taming?
it.
Have you seen the
yeah.
Taming of the Shrew? He was also in that.
Uh,
That's an old
I
one
don't
too. He
remember, but I
was
think
on
I
that.
did see it, but I don't remember. But yeah, he
Yeah,
does
the
a great
Taming of
job
the
in this
Shrew.
movie. Does a great job in this movie, and then Victor. I can't think of the other actor's name. Victor. It's
Victor
there. Victor
Burton,
Mature.
Victor Mature.
Yeah, I can't see the text, but yeah, you got it. Excellent movie. It really, the crazy thing is it's actually a fictitious. The characters are fictitious, but they interweave it to the biblical stories of Jesus. Like he's a Roman soldier, the Victor Mature character, who just happens to be in was it Palestine or something at the same time that Jesus comes in on like Palm Sunday. That's where like they get there, they have the palms, and they're welcoming him into the city. It's the same like time period where like he gets arrested and tried with Pontius Pilate, that whole 9 years, and like he just works for the Romans, okay, and he has a slave, which is the other character. Victor Mature is the slave. Richard Burton is the Roman soldier, and he's just there for work. Like he works for the Romans, so he's there for work. And then Pontius Pilate said, "Hey, I need you to carry out this order. I need you to go crucify these people up on the hill." And he's like, "Okay, whatever." So he's like one of the soldiers that crucified Jesus. And anyway, it all has to do with the robe. Anyway, I don't want to spell too much, but it's a great story. Highly recommend that movie. Excellent cinematography for a movie so old. Great show. Um, anyway, after that movie, I went to the Ten Commandments on Kaleidoscape, which looked fantastic on
Yeah, the
Kaleidoscape.
remake of that is supposed to be phenomenal.
Beautiful. And actually, they improved the sound, the picture quality was great. And that movie was filmed in VistaVision, which was interesting. And they actually preserved it in the original 1:8:5 to 1. Excuse me. Yes. 1:8:5 to 1 print, even though it was shot on 70 millimeter, it was framed for 1:8:5 to 1. So it's just interesting that here we're talking about widescreen, CinemaScope, VistaVision back in the 50s, and how that still has a relationship to today with our widescreen and our CinemaScope screens.
16.9. Yeah.
Yeah. So excellent version of that on Kaleidoscape for those who
That's a
like
long,
epics.
That's a long one. So
3
that's
hours
Oh,
and
yeah.
40 minutes runtime.
Yeah, we watched that over we watched half of it Saturday, the
Yeah,
rest of it
that's
on
that's
Sunday.
like watching two movies. That's a double. That yeah, you get credit for watching two movies if you watch that.
Yeah,
For sure.
I mean, they're just great stories. Great. I mean, Charles,
Yeah.
it's just
I have
great story.
that.
I mean, what?
In 4K, and I haven't watched it yet.
Uh,
I bought it. Just
Yeah.
because
No, it's supposed to be excellent. I think wasn't that one of the who is this produced by the what is those
this is
collections?
Cecil B. DeMille. Cecil B. DeMille.
it's not a
created this movie.
Criterion collection. It's different.
No, there
No.
was like an MGM collection I'm thinking of, and
Oh,
something
Could have
else.
been. Yeah.
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 I could be. I might be wrong on that, but I thought it was part of that.
And I think what's amazing, I think if you look up the amount of cost it's been, it took like $31 million or $13 million. I can't remember for 1950, which is like in today's dollars. I forgot what it was, but this was an insane production. So just the amount of work and effort they put into it is pretty incredible for a movie that old.
And Annie Baxter was hot. Did you get a chance to see All About Eve?
Yes, I saw that movie. Very good. Yeah, very good.
She
those
was
are good movies.
beautiful.
So has
Yeah.
anybody watched Project Hail Mary in the theaters yet?
No, I haven't had a chance to go out and watch it. I need to hire a babysitter to do that. I try to get my son. I mean, I like literally was dragging him to the door to go see the new Mario Brothers movie, and he didn't want to go see it over the weekend. But
Gotcha.
so it's like for him, it's I don't know. We watched we watched what was it? Like Despicable Me 4 like 3 or 4 times in the theater, 4 or 5 times in the theater, and then we watched it at home like 5 or 6 times, and then all of a sudden he just didn't want to watch movies anymore. And now he's why did they highlight you on this?
Oh, I don't know.
and now he's I don't know. He's starting to come back around to wanting to sit down and watch some movies. So he asked me could he go into the theater today to watch some TV. So I gladly took him in there and was able to share some time with him to watch. He calls TV it's YouTube, so he watches he watches YouTube. So Andrew says Project Hail Mary great, but then he puts thumbs down. 2 thumbs down.
What? I don't get that.
Great double thumbs down.
Ah, so
Well,
was it?
Great thumbs down? That's a
Yeah.
lot. Jeez.
So what? Explain, Andrew. Did you mean thumbs up on that, or was you just? What did you think?
Are your thumbs dyslexic?
So he says I can watch a movie. I can babysit if I can watch a movie.
There you
For
Yeah,
sure.
that's
And actually, you know what? Speaking of home theater, I think this is a good transition. I want to go. I actually got off my ass this weekend, and I worked. I worked a little bit. Well, I went to Home Depot with zero plans on what I was with zero plans on what I was going to do. Right. As far as trying to build these window plugs.
There you go. Abe.
You want to take commandments to Abe for free that play that movie? Yeah. Yes, you can watch for free on ABC, but it's got a don't they put 1,000 commercials? I'd rather watch
1,000
a
commercials,
Lionsgate, but
exactly.
Yeah, it turns that
No.
3 hour and 40 minutes into
I'll
5.
pay 5
I
hours
was-
of commercials.
I'll be honest with you. I was pissed off watching on Prime Video Mercy. There was like 3 or 4 ads in the whole thing, and I
I
was
can't do
pissed
the
off.
ads.
So
Yeah.
yeah,
It breaks the continuity.
Man,
There's
dude,
no
you
way I can.
guys-
I hate commercials, even if it's at the beginning of the movie. I just don't want to see it. I don't want
For
anything breaking the
so
continuity.
I do like trailers when I go to the movies. I do like watching the trailers.
Hey, Rich, I love my King and I, man. That's your for you, man. He's
Hey.
good, man.
Ike, did you see Ten Commandments?
I did.
Yeah.
Not the
Yul
new
Brynner
one,
does a
but
great. Yeah.
I've been watching it. Yeah.
Yul
not the
Brynner
new
does a
one.
great job in that movie, especially at the end when he's like a beaten man. Like he's just like, whatever, screw it,
Yep.
But you know what? Westworld is going to be my Yul Brynner favorite.
Yeah. That for those who don't know, that's the same guy in the King and I.
Don't you agree, Ike?
King
Westworld.
King Mark Cut, whatever his name was.
Are you King and I for you?
Anything past 1950s, I don't watch, man. So
Oh man, Yul Brynner was he was the dude. Yul Brynner was the dude back then. I'm telling you.
I'm just giving you a hard time. I do like some of the old Western movies, but
Yeah. Well, you've seen the old Westworld. Yul Brynner kicks ass in that movie. Highly recommend that movie.
so like I was talking about, I went to Home Depot with no plan on how to build these window plugs. I keep telling you guys, my wife wants to have some sunlight in the room. Like she literally spent she's been off of work. She works 7 on, 7 off. So she's been in the room like every day when I come home from work, spending like 3 or 4 hours, just, reading and doing other stuff like that. So, just maybe she answers some emails or whatever. But so it's my goal to create a system to where she can open up the windows without, having to lift this heavy ass window plug or whatever out of the windows and get some natural light in there. And that was part of my reason for not just blocking them off totally, right? Because I want her to be able to share the room, and then I also want, for sporting events or Super Bowl or something like that, we don't need to sit in a blacked out theater, a bunch of guys sitting around watching in a dark theater together. Not what I'm looking forward to. But so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to join with my phone, and I'm going to show you the little bit of progress that I made
I'm excited.
on building one of these window hubs. I think I'm going to redesign it though, so I'm going to run it by and we'll go from there. But yeah, that's what I'm going to do now.
Okay.
That's breaking news.
Should we get a drum roll?
We didn't
Too early
even
for
know
drum roll.
that. Yeah. It must be a surprise because he didn't even mention it.
I know he didn't mention it at all.
Look at you. You got the fabric walls already set up? If you
Let's
go, I'll
see,
I'll
let's
mute
see.
you on here. I can see you. Just waiting for you to get there. Then I'll
See
bring
if
you
I
on
could
stage.
add myself to the stage here.
I'll do it.
I want to see if I can hear you because I got my headset on. It's not.
Can you hear me?
Of course, it says low battery. All right, I'm going to jump back out and then I'll come back in with mine.
Stage is all yours. I'm seriously considering fabric wall, man. Seriously considering it.
Mm.
But I know I don't want to do that stuff myself.
Strut fabric wall?
Yeah.
Man, you figure it out yet? Aren't you the host?
Mm,
Aren't you supposed to
You're
have
the host. You're the host. The host with the most.
mhm.
Well, I can be a host, but definitely
Welcome to the
Now my
121st episode of
earbuds are working, so let me try to join again.
Bum bum bum.
need that whole music. Do wah, do wah, do wah, ding.
All right. So let's see. So he actually did some stuff, not just
He
bought
went to
some-
Home Depot and then he went and took a nap.
and then he all right.
I'm just gonna mute the main mic and
Yeah. Just
You're
remove
right.
it from the stage.
No,
Yeah.
that's fine. We're gonna put it in.
Gotcha. Put it in the portrait or the ad mode.
And then go full screen on it. Can you hear us, Don?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay, so it looks like you're ready. You're on full
All
screen.
right. So this is what I'm working on. You can see I got I took all the my $6 blinds down that do an excellent job. If you need to black out a room, Home Depot, $6. They do a fantastic job. They're just paper.
There you go.
Literally. I mean, it does a great job. So this is the
Yeah.
window that I'm working on here. You can't see, or it might be difficult to see, but what I did was I came up with a design that you can literally rotate.
Ah, there you go.
Look at you.
That's pretty fan. Look at you, man.
Oh.
So yeah, so you can rotate this, and yeah, it sticks out a little bit here, but I came up with a design, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this back apart, or this is just the prototype, but I'm going to put a dado bead in here, and I'm going to put pegboard, and then I'm going to put insulation behind it, so that'll help with sound treatment. And then you can, my wife can just press it, open it up for however much sunlight she wants. We're going to test it out and see. What I might wind up doing is cutting it in half to where I have two panels that open,
Yeah.
and then that way you get the full
Like
swing,
Like
and you
Luger.
can open it all the way up. Yep, for sure. Yep.
So
And you
what-
You do
touch
like an
this
offset
center.
pivot hinge?
Yeah. So what I used was literally a bifold door hinge down here at the bottom. So
Okay.
I used that, and I drilled it because into the picture frame window, there's a 2x4 underneath the drywall. So I drilled it into that, and let me see. So this is the actual hinge that I used. So obviously place one at the top, one at the bottom there. So, but yeah, this is just the prototype of what I'm doing. But what I might do is, instead of here, like I said, maybe I cut this in half and put another board here vertically right here and one on the other side. And then I'll put that same pivot hinge in the middle so that you'll be able to go completely 180 degrees with that, and it'll open up fully. And I don't even think it'll stick out if I do that. So it'll just pivot backwards. So
what if you build a standard, like like a regular 2x4 acoustic panel that we all do, and then
Uh-huh.
fit it within the frame.
You could do that. You
So
definitely could
that
do
way
that.
you get your acoustic panel, and then it's fitted within that frame, and then you just nail them together, screw them together, and you can open and swing.
Yep.
as you
Yeah.
want.
So essentially,
Now,
that's exactly what it's going to be. But I wanted to put. I'm using pegboard because I also wanted some reflection too, right? So, and then the only thing that I'm still trying to figure out, because I don't know if you see over here, I took this down.
I was
But
gonna say how the continuation of the angle.
yeah,
That's a big-
that's the thing. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to attach. I'm going to cut it. Like, I don't know if you can see in here, but I've already got it drawn out to where I'm going to cut
Okay.
it. So you're going to
Okay,
cut it,
there.
and I've already got this piece already cut, and then I will attach that right to the pegboard
Yeah.
to give it that same blocking. So
Yeah.
everything is going to rotate, and then
Yep.
even my wires, I'll run right through the middle. And they'll come right down here through the middle. So, and they can be dispersed whichever way to continue with the angles. And
The only
and
thing
then
I
over
wonder is
here,
that-
go ahead.
the other thing I wonder is when you continue that 2x4 blocking onto the door, will it bind when you push in, or will you have to kind of like slightly back miter it to get it to turn in, or would that be?
He'll have
Yeah.
to,
So actually, what I had to do with this one,
Well, you can back miter that one, and the other one can overlap it. The one
Yeah.
that's stationary in front can be overlapped, and the other one can be
Right.
back mitered in. So when you turn it, when you close it, it's still together. But
yeah, you could cut it at like a 45-degree angle so they overlap each other. Yep.
And when it folds back
Mhm.
and forward, it's sitting behind the piece that's fixed and mitered to the
yep.
to the front.
And even with this, I actually cut. So what I did was when I cut the board, I didn't cut it at 0 degrees. For the left side, I cut it at 1 degree, and then I also cut the right side at 1 degree. So and then I attached the boards flush, right? So the side boards are flush, but that allows, and most of your doors, and thanks to Chuck actually gave me this. He said most of your doors are made like that to allow the swing. They're a little bit offset front to back. So he helped me a lot with that. I didn't speak to him this week, but he did. I did remember that when he told me. So Chuck's in the audience. What do you think, Chuck? How's my design? So, but yeah. So I am thinking.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I bought the engineered wood, so everything's straight. You don't have to worry about bowing. When you buy 2x4s, you got to worry about them bowing. You got to worry about the twists. You got to worry about all that stuff. So it's so that's why I went with this kind of trim, engineered trim that we got. But I'm happy with it. Happy with how it turned out. But even my wife said, well, I don't know if it's going to allow enough light in.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
so
I would do
we
the two, like you're saying. That would make
Yeah.
it where you can open it both, and also for your wiring, if you want behind it. Now you would only still be able to swing it one way. You can do magnetic connections to where you wire it up, and so whenever
What-
you close
Well,
it,
Don,
it'll make contact with the LEDs if you're running LEDs in that section.
yeah.
Don, remind me again, where does the track interact with the blocking and the LED light at that?
So everything is going to be right down the middle. So that it's going to
okay.
come right down the middle,
Tracks, that's the track.
right? So
Okay,
so
and the track is
the lighting will be
sitting on top there. Okay, that's right. Okay.
yeah. So the lighting will be the
There.
diffuser will be right down the middle. There'll be a piece of track right here
Track
and a
there,
piece of track right
oh,
here.
Okay. I remember now. Okay.
So that way all the I can go different ways with the fabric if I want to.
Yeah, okay, that's right. I remember now. Okay.
So yeah. So the only thing is now, like once I do that, once I put the tracking and stuff on there, how do I hide the window, right? So I'm gonna play around with that too. Do I put another blocking of 2x4 up here, and just to make it even, and then put the pegboard on that to make it extend all the way up so it doesn't look like a window. You know what I mean? So there's just various things that because I kind of want to hide that it's a window too. You know what I mean? So I'm just
Yeah,
gonna
'cause
play
that way
around
you-
play around with it.
Yeah, if you do it that way, though, you kind of cut into the band because that's the center focal point, man. You have the upper and lower. You
Right.
have a jog in that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I like I said, it's all an experiment. It's all stuff that I enjoy doing. You know, just
Yeah.
messing around with this stuff. And you know, I had a brad nailer, so I just basically just
Roby.
brad nailed everything together, and you know, so yeah. So,
Looks
but
good. Looks
I'm going to
good.
use the cork board so it's not so heavy, right? Rather than using, and then kind of like those GIK panels that they're building, right? Where they got the holes in the front and the absorption in the back. So
Yeah.
yeah. So this
So,
is
you know,
for those that haven't seen the show. This is the theater. Still making progress on it. So you know, and as you can see back here, this one literally the whole entire angle is basic. You know, there's only that much left on the sides. So I've got that wood already cut out, and you can see it right here with the with this by the subwoofer too. I'll probably wind up moving the subwoofer in just a little bit, but yeah. So making some progress. I got off my ass this week and spent about an hour and a half in Home Depot just looking around, seeing what I could do. So
That's impressive. I do like it.
Yeah,
I like the design.
Interesting idea for the windows there. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it.
so
Yeah.
you
I
know,
always had it as
not
a
something
plug.
that I've ever seen anybody else do. You know, most people just gotta pick it up and take it out and everything else like that. So I didn't want my wife to have that hassle. You know, so I wanted to design something to where it'd be nice and easy for her just to
If they were
come
two
in here.
halves, split in the middle, we use the right hinge, could we not fold them inward toward the window?
Probably.
You know,
But the
pivot them on
difference
ends and fold it in.
the problem with that is that how much of the backing, right? So if I do make it, how much of the backing is going to hit the backside here and everything else like this. So, but I'll play around with it.
Some type of offset pivot hinge that would
Right.
That's
take
what,
it
that's
out.
what
Take it
that's
out
what
and fold it in.
CAD's for. That's why you put it in CAD, because then you
Yeah.
can
Gotta put it in CAD.
do all the
Yeah. Figure out what exactly the
interference
right,
model.
what the hardware needs to be,
Yeah.
where it needs to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's
Yeah.
a cool idea. I mean,
Yeah,
I mean,
I like it.
interesting.
I
I wouldn't have thought- I
I'm
would-
impressed.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking plug.
Yeah.
Take it in, pop it out. But yeah,
And it does on the backside, it does scrape it just a little bit, but on this side over here, it doesn't even scrape. And the reason that it does that is because I actually I hammered that thing in there, that thing in there pretty good. There's like I didn't think about it at the time. I wanted it to be flush, but you can see there's like a washer lip on this thing. And if I'd have left that washer lip just sitting up above just a little bit, above the drywall just a little bit, instead of hammering it all the way home, it wouldn't even have rubbed. And then I can extend the pegboard down for that gap to cover any light that would come in. And I plan on putting gaskets on it and everything else like that to block the light, any light that may come through the cracks or whatever. So
You can
interesting.
put something.
Interesting.
It'll look good. It'll look good.
Yeah. Very
Yeah.
interesting. Yeah.
so
Hey, that's part of the fun, man. Trying to figure out different ways to tackle, an idea.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, so that had always been the plan, that I didn't want to have to have my wife.
You're not ready to install track yet, huh?
Well, that's what I started working on. That's why I started working on this. I think for this weekend, I'm going to try to get the rest of the boards up and get the rest of these frames done. You know, so that was my goal to try to get some of that stuff done prior to you coming down here.
You got an
Yeah,
idea
yeah,
enough to get motivated to finish
Yeah,
the
because
window.
I'm just gonna tack on some days to one of my trips to Miami and just come over there. So,
That'll be awesome. I'll be sure. I cooked me up a killer prime rib for Easter, so and I got some. I got an extra. Maybe we'll cook up some prime rib while we're here.
hey, all right.
So-
Don't get me too fat when I get there. I won't feed me too good, man. I'm gonna take a nap in your theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the couch is very comfy. My wife said she took a 3-hour nap in here the other day and didn't even know it. She woke up, she was like 3 hours
It
later.
was, man. When I sat there, I was like, I could see myself falling asleep. Like, I could definitely sleep in this right now.
For sure.
Well,
And
it's
that's
been
why
7
we
hours, I
went
think.
with the couch. Yeah, that's why we went with the couch down here too, because we had a bigger couch when I just had like a living room set up in my old house in Tallahassee, and we would just lay on the couch and watch movies and stuff like that. There are some downsides to it. Like now you can see that, obviously it looks pretty beat up from my son jumping all over it and everything else like that. But, it can, I've seen some people's couches, they can start to look a little worn, you know what I mean? So that's the only downside to it. But you know what? I don't care as long as it's comfortable.
I'll fall asleep there.
I
every
have a
time.
client. Check this out. I have a client that every time when he gets out of his theater seats, he every time religiously will get out and with his hands stretch his seat out and around the seat cushion to get the imprint of where he sat out.
Out of the seat, yeah.
When he leaves. So when he leaves, every time it's perfectly smooth and level for
Dang.
the next time he comes in. And he does it every time religiously. And then he
Yeah.
asks you to do it. Say, hey, when you're done, just kind of smooth out your leather. And he showed me how to do it. I was like, oh my God, I got to get out of here. So,
You're like, no, man.
You're doing too
I
much,
wanted
son.
to.
I love him. He's a great client and everything, but he's definitely very.
Hey,
OCD.
Don.
Yes.
Johnny wants to see your home theater rack.
Oh, my rack. Okay.
No, your home theater rack.
Yeah, I understand.
You're right.
That's why I said that.
Don't do
So-
my man Johnny like that, man.
this is a mess right now, but so guys, that's the theater, right? So what I did was I ran for every speaker wire, I ran Smurf tube.
500
So-
Smurf tubes.
Yeah, so for
You got
every
more
single
Smurfs
speaker.
in there than the movie itself.
Yeah, so every single speaker. So this is the rack here. So I got this is going to be the last thing that'll get completed, guys. So up at the top, I have the Crown amp, and that is for 4 10-inch subwoofers that are going to go behind the couch. Eventually, I'll get to that. I plan on putting the Dayton Audio 10-inch for near field. The next piece of equipment down with the little blue light there, that's the Lumigen Radiance Pro. Then we have the Panasonic UB9000. I have the Kaleidoscape S. And on the back side, I actually have the Kaleidoscape V also.
Mm.
We have the Arvolution. I think that's the Player One 8K.
Yep.
I have a Panamax just because it has pretty blue lights. There's not a damn thing hooked up to it. And then I have the Wattbox.
Little box UPS.
Yep. So I have the Wattbox UPS. Then we have the-
what model of the
1200?
white box is that?
The Wattbox is the UPS 2000. It is.
Oh, you got the 20 amp. That's the 20 amp?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Okay.
Yeah. So I got that. And then the Lindorf. And then I have 4 Emotiva amplifiers. The first one is the DR3. I'll turn this on real quick so we can see. So the Lindorf.
So, I still
Has a
have my
nice
MP60
front
in a
display.
box.
Oh yeah, this is the Lindorf MP60,
Yeah.
and you'll see that the first Emotiva is a 3-channel. That's the DR3 that puts 600 watts into 4 ohms. So that goes directly to my front LCR. Then I have a 5-channel, another 5-channel, and then down the bottom there's a 7-channel down there.
There you go.
Yeah,
So-
the MP60 might just be my next upgrade, man. The 2.1.
Well, let me know. I got one.
We know somebody that's a dealer. And then the back, my cable management has gotten a little bad right now, but because I'm working on stuff, I don't think I can. It's hard to see here, but yeah, this is the Strato S right here.
There you
So
go.
I'm using both of them. So if I want to store movies, I got this one on the Strato S is for new movies and quick downloads. I have that on my input 1 of the on input 2 of the Lumigen, and I have the Strato S on the input 1 of the Lumigen. That one does take a little bit longer because it's an older model to download. Let's see, I don't think. Oh yeah, I did have a flashlight here. Let me grab that.
Oh yeah, and you got your Apple TV and all kinds of stuff attached to the side.
Yep. Yeah, so I got the Apple TV, the mini DSP right there. Apple TV right here. I got a little switch box right there.
That's a smart thing to do. Why did I not think of that? Because
What's your switch
I have
box?
my Apple TV and all that stuff just straggling at the back, which can be very annoying.
You did a good job wiring your XLRs. There you go.
Yeah, so
Not too bad. Not too shabby.
yeah, so all this stuff was, like super neat. Before I started moving some stuff around, and I actually changed some of my HDMI cables to the tributary cables. So I have to pull out some of these. What Audio Quest HDMI cables. So that's why I got a mess. But I mean, you could see the craftsmanship down here at the bottom of this Emotiva here of how I wired everything up.
Are you doing?
So, yeah.
Good banana plugs. Or are you doing is those compression fit banana plugs?
I don't recall. I have a box of them somewhere.
Okay.
But no, you don't just push them in there. They screw in there.
Wow.
If that's what you're asking.
I can't quite tell. I'm on a tiny little iPad.
So yeah, and then I got the Watt box IP
The
controlled
Watt box?
up here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, so that is the rack, and I got a lot of work to do in here still. I got to patch that up. I'm actually going to put like a wire trough that will extend from.
A wire trough or a wire ladder.
Yep. I'll put a wire trough, and then this rack will get pushed back into this corner where I'm standing, and the wire trough will just drop everything down.
There you go. Yeah, I got that same Essex racks. I got that same one.
Yeah.
They're good racks. Good. It's a good value. I mean, they're not as good as say the Slim 5s or some of the other ones, but for the value of what you get for it, it's not bad.
And I like I did buy 2 heavy duty shelves, to put in there. I got swapped out 2 shelves for the amps. Yeah. But for the most part, all I had to buy was those 2 shelves and the lace bars.
Yeah.
And everything worked perfect. And it came together, which is awesome.
It comes fully assembled with the door and everything. Did it come with the fans, right? And a little thermistor?
Yeah, all the fans are up top and everything. But I tell you, right now I just leave it open. So
rack, that's a great one to get right there.
Well, it's not very inexpensive, but they're still about $1,500. But
right in the Mid Atlantic line, it's the most inexpensive one. But it's for everything you get fully assembled. It's a pretty good deal.
And this is. Let's see if my theater sign is on still. Yeah. My cinema sign's a little crooked now, but that's the cinema sign. And this is my
you can put it on
my friend.
You can put it on a smart switch, right? Like a Govee.
Yeah, I will. Yeah.
Connects with Alexa.
Yeah.
That's
So,
your,
and this is my digital movie poster. So,
Yeah.
this is a frame TV. So I wanted it to be pretty close to the wall.
Oh yeah, that's
There you
fun.
go.
So yeah, I'll build a frame around it to make it look.
Like art.
Snazzy.
I may put some of those big, like bulbs, up at the top, make like a
Oh,
bulb
the
strip,
marquee bulb.
like a marquee bulb. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
So that's cool. Yeah, make like a little poster marquee with the chase lights.
So one thing that I do have to do is I have to put a register up here on this AC vent because it is getting a little warm in here. So I'm going to put a different register vent up here, and hopefully it distributes the air. If not, I'm probably going to have to invest into cassetta mini split. Yeah. So. I mean, I got through last summer with it, no problem. But what I used was, and it's actually right outside here. If I know I'm going to watch a movie, this portable AC unit, I just come in here and I plug it in for 15, 20 minutes before I know I'm going to watch the movie. And I'll tell you what, it gets the room down to about 70 degrees.
Dang.
So it works plenty good. But the longer you stay in here, the more it take, more heat. But yeah, so I use that currently until, and I left my walls open over here just because I knew that I may have to bring a mini split in from the outside on this side and just go up into the attic up there with it. So
Yeah, it's a good idea.
So I left it open purposely for that reason.
Yeah, I need to get some recommendations on the good mini split for home theaters because, my own room too. Texas heat, man. It's
Yeah,
not
for
even
sure.
summer, but it's already climbing.
Texas size heat.
It's my little pre-theater area. Got my liquors and stuff down here.
Got my liquors. You got your liquor, man.
Got my liquor
You
and
got that fireball up in there.
got my little mini fridge is wiped out. We've been drinking the shit out of stuff in here. My little mini fridge. And then my popcorn maker, I popped up some popcorn today that I need to clean this out.
I'm glad you
So,
said
yeah.
today because I was about to ask how old is this
Oh, that
popcorn?
popcorn.
And we got the little butter station here,
And,
Oh, look at that.
and it was guilty conscience for me because I'm like, I probably got some popcorn in there from 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, no, I need to clean that shit out. We watched that.
Yeah, I always have a thing about popcorn machines. A lot of times I build these theaters and the clients want to put the popcorn machine in the theater. And I always try to talk
No.
them out of it. I
Hell
always try
no.
to talk them out of it because from doing these enough, you keep popcorn, the oil gets
We
into
lost
the
your-
fabrics,
we
into
lost
the
your
carpet,
camera.
into the acoustic panel, and it starts smelling like old burnt popcorn oil, and your theater
Yeah.
stinks. So I was like, don't do it. Don't do it.
What's up, Monsieur Scadio? You're
Scadio!
frozen. Is that your AI character on there?
Scotty,
Hey, what's up? No,
what's happening?
I was deep in thought while you guys were showing other stuff off and playing around with that. So
Mm.
does that look
Cool, man.
familiar?
Oh,
to
the
anyone?
Yugos.
What did that
It's the AM6B Plus, the one that can do Dolby Vision.
Interestingly
7.
enough, I put that in my Amazon cart just yesterday.
Now, explain me what that piece is. I'm not familiar with that piece.
So there's only like very few devices. Remember we were talking about Dolby Vision
Yeah.
a week or two ago, right? So this one happened to have some kind of vulnerability, maybe a hardware vulnerability or something, but basically it's the only Android-based device that you can get full Dolby Vision 7 profile and functionality out of it.
Okay. And the most common use case of that, what do you primarily use? Like, what's the most common use of that device? Like most prominent use of that setup? That device?
The primary streaming device for
It's
your
basically a
Blu-ray
streaming
backups,
box.
Oh,
your
that device.
4K UHDs.
Oh, okay. So you would connect it in line with the streaming device, and then you would.
No, that is the streaming device.
It
Oh, that
the
is the
streaming.
stream.
It's
Okay,
like
I'm
an
not familiar
NVIDIA
with it.
Shield.
Yep.
Oh,
So think of
okay.
it like an NVIDIA Shield, but with
Oh,
the
okay.
ability to fully play Dolby Vision 7.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
but not out of the box. Not
Yeah,
quite
you
out
got-
of the
you gotta
box.
do
The
a few-
hardware is
gotta do a few
capable, but you have
things.
to flash it
Yeah.
with a new
Okay.
firmware.
And
For Elec and Cody.
and you see a dramatically different quality video image with it compared to,
I'll let you
say,
know.
huh?
I mean, honestly, going from one layer of Dolby Vision to two, like you gotta have a pretty good eye.
Yeah.
You know, to be honest.
But it's still
What it
unique. It's
does,
still
what
unique
it
that it
does
can do
allow
it.
is those other devices that have Dolby Vision, but since it's only Dolby Vision 7, you see it like fall back to HDR on your Plex or HDR on your
Mm.
Jellyfin, right? So with this, you won't see that fall back. It'll play the Dolby Vision 7.
Oh, okay.
And
All right.
I mean, there's
Yeah, I
other ways
remember we were
around
talking
it, like
about it
that.
last
You
time.
know,
I just
I've
wasn't.
talked about like how I hacked Dolby Vision 7
Yeah.
up to work with my device, but this is a device that will play it right out of the gate.
Oh. All right. Very
Well,
cool.
almost out of the gate, right out of the gate with some extra work.
Mm.
And say,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a little bit of a setup to it, and the community is,
There's a lot of information out there to do it.
yeah, there's a lot of information, a lot of different information, a lot of different ways to do it. It's the community is very like split up in its tutorials. So you're kind of digging around a little bit to piece it together.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's
Anybody
for people
remember?
that- it's
Anybody
for-
remember the Boxy Box?
Yeah,
Remember
I had
that?
one of those. I got one for free back in the day.
I had one. Yeah, I loved that thing when they first came out. I was a big fan of it. You could do all kind of crazy stuff with it way back
I know.
then.
I was telling everyone about it. I'm like, you need to get one of these boxy boxes. This thing is
The Boxy
amazing.
Boxes, they were badass, man.
No one bought into it though. It just, you know,
I
there's a-
know nobody bought into it. Yeah, it was so sad it died. I was like, but it was cool when it first. It was really kind of a cool little device for what it did back in the day.
yeah, because that was like early Netflix, right? That was
Oh, yeah. and
local streaming, and just it was cool.
And-
Plus all the plugins and
plugins, and it had a fairly large array of access to adult content, which I always thought was kind of interesting for a device because it was only one at the time that did, and I thought that should because normally weirder things have happened that usually promotes a device or I mean
let's be honest.
part of the reason
that can be
Blu-ray and
a
DVD
huge
took off.
upsell for it, right? Like,
Yeah,
people
I
jump
thought.
into that stuff.
Yeah, but it didn't. It died.
So I'm here talking and didn't realize I was
You
muted.
sound really sad about that. Like he died.
It's so
Oh, sad.
sad.
I had to shed a
So
tear.
it's actually HDMI 2.1, which is good.
Yep.
So, I mean, I guess for movies, I guess you really don't need that though, right? But you can get 4K 60 out of 2.0, but
Yeah, I mean,
It's the chipset.
it's not the newest device, right? Like there's faster processors, there's devices with more RAM,
Yeah,
but
I
the new
think
devices don't have the same capabilities because they
yeah.
yeah, and the new players now don't use that 9222X chipset.
Yep.
Which is what everybody wants. I don't know why they moved on from that.
So does this already
Yeah.
come with preloaded software?
it has Android built into it.
So
Kind of
Android
weird.
TV?
Yeah, I think it's like Android 9 or something like that, so it's
Okay.
older.
I see.
But yeah, it does. But in order to get the Dolby Vision functionality, you're going to need to flash it.
Yeah.
Hmm.
What about sound? Do you know what type of?
Sports everything, direct
It
bit
has
stream.
everything.
Yep.
Oh,
Think
cool.
about it as basically the same functionality as
So it's an Apple TV
Blu-ray
on
player,
steroids.
right?
Yeah, the NVIDIA Shield probably.
What's
the
that?
chipset is similar to what the NVIDIA, original NVIDIA has.
Well, I have to try that out. I have to take a look at that.
Yeah, it looks fascinating.
I'll see if I can put together once I get it installed and set up. Maybe I can create a little more simplified how-to or something for you guys.
Yeah, for
Pretty
sure.
cool. A little walkthrough.
So, so you were able to sell out of your drives, huh?
Yeah, first batch is gone. Second batches are in. Yeah, they're
So
moving.
did,
quick.
when you took your orders, did you ask them how you heard how like to track your SEO? That did you
For
say,
our commission.
did you hear how did you hear about us?
Yeah, none of them came from the show. But that's fine. Like I'm not really worried about that at all.
No, I want to.
They're moving fast already, and but I have like a set bucket in my mind that's reserved for people that are very much into this like home theater community, right? So
For sure.
there's only so many. I mean, I have several pioneers, and I'm not letting them go, right? Like those are like, oh crap, there's no drives left. The apocalypse happened. Hey guys, I still have some pioneers. You need anything, But yeah, I mean, the goal is to like provide a good deal for everyone and not allow someone else to spend $100,000 and then scalp everyone. So.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we appreciate it. So I honestly, I've been so busy. I haven't even had a chance to unbox the one that you sent me yet, which I need to, because I got like 4 movies in that I need to rip. So I need to get those up and ready.
I need
and
to
then
get one from you too, so that
I want to get my
backup for
NAS
my
going.
Asus.
I want to get my NAS up and going because I want to pick up this that TV the Arvolution from Bill. So I want to get the NAS up and going for that too. So unfortunately,
And
work
you're gonna
has
do all that Arvolution transfer and work again just to have them take it away from you again.
Well, no, I have the player. The NAS isn't going anywhere. It's my NAS, right?
Yeah.
So I purchased it. So
Oh, okay.
it's the QNAP, right? Remember the one?
Oh, that one. Oh,
not
yeah.
the Arvolution.
I thought you were talking about the
Yes.
No. The Arvolution player, the TV that we had discussed. By the way, an update on that. They actually sent an email the other day. Well, maybe it wasn't the other day. Maybe it was last week. I wanted to cover it last week, but we just got busy with doing other stuff. They sent an update on a new firmware or a new update for the Arvolution app for that particular player. And then Bill also confirmed on the show that he was able to get Dolby Vision working on Netflix and everything else. So which is great news. So what I want to do is I want to put it to the test for the 8K upscaling. So I have a separate HDMI cable. I have 2 HDMI cables ran to my projector, and I want to put them to the test. I want to go back and forth between, one pulling from the same NAS from the same file, right? I have one Arvolution player, the 8K, and then the TV, and I want to see if I see a difference just by switching the inputs. So, and it should be pretty quick as far as just seeing if we see the difference there. So yeah, that's what. And then I want to test out the TV apps too, because it'll be one less source for me to have in the rack, right? So
yeah.
But yeah. So what did you guys think of my my design there for the window plug? Well, I already know you like my rack, so
it's hard not to look at it when you're like right up that close like that.
Oh man.
No comment.
No
No comment.
Yeah, it's got to go there.
I think that's why Abe started thinking about that boxy box.
Yeah. Nailed it now.
Oh man, looking at Don's rack, he started thinking about a boxy box. That makes sense. That tracks.
Yes, it went there. Oh
funny.
man. Yeah. So, is Chuck still in the thing? Let's see if in the
See big.
Yeah, he said it looked okay. He goes, yeah, for a new guy.
You do 2 pounds.
So he says
stick
stick out in the room when you pivot. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to.
Well, yeah, but that's just for when you want to open it up.
Yeah. You want to let in maximum light.
So I got Chuck's seal of approval here. So it looks
Yeah.
good.
There you
Which he's the master home theater hub carpenter. So if you need anything,
He would, yeah, he would have had that thing looking like Taj Mahal. It's like,
go.
Done in 60 seconds.
You'd have been, damn, man. Now I got to redo the whole rest of the room. The windows look better than the rest of the house. Shit.
I believe it or not, most everything is plumb. I mean, like even I keep joking about this, but when me and Abe measured the room out, everything was down to the 16th of an inch. You know, we measured everything out, and Abe's like, "Hey, I think your one step is just unlevel just a little bit, but other than that, we couldn't find a flaw." You know, so
It was good. It was good. No, everything was good.
so yeah,
Not bad.
Yeah. And you fixed that stuff
I'm
pretty quick.
I'm meticulous when it comes to
And he was
building
like,
shit.
what? The
You know?
step is off. Son of a bitch.
Yeah, exactly. I
And then you delayed him for another 6 months.
no, the step was fixed within a
He
day.
fixed it. He fixed it quick. Yeah.
Yeah, I pulled the 3/4 inch plywood off of that thing quicker than you can blink an eye.
Damn.
So, but yeah, now I mean, you know, now I'm just enjoying movies, man. I'm enjoying the theater and watching. And if I had some horrible slap echo or something going on in there, I would have already put the treatments and everything else. But the Room Perfect is doing an excellent job with taming all that shit. So
Well, you got a lot of carpet there right now is helping out a lot. The
yeah, I
chairs are
got carpet, the heavy couch.
Those chairs are those chairs are cloth.
Well,
That couch is
not to
cloth.
mention that, you know, behind the walls is 9 inches or 9 inches of R32 insulation, and in the riser there's also, you know, 12 inches of insulation.
Yeah.
You know, so there's a ton of insulation.
There's already a lot right there.
And then the ceiling, even though it's between floors, when I cut the speaker holes, I shot insulation up there too. So I added probably 14 inches of insulation into the ceiling too. So blown in insulation up there. So
Do you find
That
it
was good
hard
fun.
to decide between watching a movie and going back into the small room and staring at your rack?
no, I like staring at my rack. That's oh man.
Oh,
No,
man.
for sure.
No, it's looking good, Don.
Yeah, it's getting there. You know, eventually, I'm hoping to get it done shortly because I do want to start having get-togethers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so,
I've been holding out for like 3 years to come down to Florida to visit, thinking
There you
I'd
go.
put that room down. So I
It'll
can check it out.
it'll be time.
By the time it's ready,
Mhm.
ticket prices.
You're gonna be coming in a walker.
Ah,
Tennis balls. You got your tennis balls.
Yeah,
I got my tennis balls. I'm just joking.
we'll
Yeah.
have to make a
Hopefully I can make it down there
cross-country
sometime.
trip. Stop by everybody's theater on the way. Go
Yeah, I
see
want to come check
Chuck.
out your place and Chuck's and see what's going on down there.
Yeah, for sure. If you get by and check out Youth Man's, Chuck's, Benny's,
Your man's down there. Yep.
you know, Chuck's. I love Chuck's Theater. I mean, I love the way it sounds.
It's good. Yeah.
I drool at it from here, but I'd love to hear it.
Yeah, it's really nice. It's definitely a good experience. Abe got to check it out too. So,
It was nice. Very nice. Yeah.
but
I enjoyed it.
well, let's go back through the chat and see if we got any questions. If we don't, if you guys don't have any further questions or whatever, we're probably going to go ahead and wrap it up here. But so if you do have a question, get it in quickly, or let's see. So what's the equipment not plugged into the Panamax? I'm assuming. So I don't have any equipment plugged into the Panamax at all. It's just there for the pretty color. I'll probably wind up taking it out eventually, just
Because you upgraded to the watt box, basically.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
using the watt box.
Note for I love Panamax and the 5400 is great. Just made me think about it. Not as ideal to plug amplifiers into Panamaxes because of the line conditioning.
Yeah.
Avoid that. Plug it in just regular surge strips, regular
I think
non-line
the
conditioning.
5400 has a bypass window, doesn't it?
Yeah, it has a
Or is it
bypass
higher?
window.
Well, there's four
Higher.
circuits. There's 4 high current circuits. That there should be that's separate that you could. Which
Yeah, I was
are
gonna
not
say there's
supposed to
some that are
filter.
labeled on the back that you could.
Yeah, you should have 4 dedicated high current. But
Those
just
aren't the ones that are conditioned, like you said. Yeah, you don't want to do that
Yeah.
thing. That's for sure.
yeah, it just is it's not the end of the world, but it definitely don't you hinder some of the performance. of
So
it.
I did talk to Emotiva too. They do not recommend you using a power conditioner or anything
Right.
in front of their.
Yeah, you can use a strip, just if you can, if as long as you don't exceed the load of the circuit,
Yeah.
or of the strip. itself.
The joules. If you don't know what joules means, just follow the manual.
Yeah, follow me out and amperage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jewels, racks. What's going on today?
Yeah.
I never
Joules. JOE.
Tools,
Oh.
racks,
Oh,
Not the ones you were thinking of. Not Don.
boxy boxes.
Don't fondle my jewels.
Yeah, not those kind of jewels.
Nelson, you came in on the wrong conversation. today. What's going on?
you just see him exit.
Yeah, I know. He popped in.
All right, guys. See you. Talk to you later.
Wrong chat.
What's going on, Nelson? How are you?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good. Thanks for joining us.
What's
Appreciate
up,
you.
Nelson?
Hey, how's it going, everyone?
I know Nelson watched some movies this
And
week.
then I was like, oh, the show just got another hour. I did.
Ah, yeah.
You know, Nelson's always got some in the chamber for sure.
Yeah, man. Excited this week, because Kaleidoscape released a new update for the Strato V, the E, and the M.
Oh,
really?
did they? I didn't see
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
did they
I
do?
didn't see that either.
it's
Man.
not available yet for everybody. I mean, it's slowly coming out. You know how
Isn't that
they
a
do
shame,
it.
though?
Yeah,
We're
they bring
dealers,
it
we
out
have
in
no
waves.
idea.
I don't understand why they do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
they don't have that many customers that their infrastructure shouldn't be able to handle that.
Right.
No, it helps with if you have to roll back, right? It
Yeah.
usually helps. Then
You
you
don't
don't
have to roll it back
for
everywhere.
everybody. You
Yeah.
only roll back for that back.
So what's
Chuck,
the
I didn't
new
even get an email
firmware?
on that.
What's the new firmware do?
Well, as disappointed as I've been with them because I think with Kaleidoscape, it was getting too hyped and they were slacking a little bit with certain titles that I was looking at. But they released something that fixed a lot of audio dropouts that was happening. I don't know if you guys have
Mm-hmm.
come to that. They fixed a lot of video processing issue. There was an issue with the Strato scaling everything, which they fixed now with this update.
Oh,
Nice.
Yeah, everything was being scaled again. So a lot of fixes, a lot of good things. Some more CEC stuff they fixed on it. So it's a big
that
update.
firmware update automatically gets updated. Or you
Yeah.
have to-
Okay.
Okay.
Mine showed up. It was released yesterday, and mine showed up at like 7 a.m.
Look at you,
Eastern
man.
time.
You're first in line, huh?
Well, I think it was because I let him have it a few years ago when I first got it.
They got you.
He's the first one to
They got-
complain. So he's
Yeah,
the first
I
one to
took-
They
get
got you
I
on the
took-
blacklist.
It's
man.
like, all right,
Yeah,
we're gonna
Let's just
brick
push
this
the-
guy
let's just
first.
Let's just push the firmware update to him, man.
Yeah,
He's gonna
so,
be on the
I
show
think
today.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Kaleidoscape. We know you're watching. Welcome to the
but,
show.
but other than that, now I did some comparisons on some titles that I was having issues with the black level not being correct.
Mm.
And they seem to have taken care of it with this update. So I'm very excited about that. I watched yesterday. I watched that Elvis Presley, the Epic.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was awesome, man.
I had
It
to
looked,
watch. I've been waiting for that one. Yeah.
it looked amazing. It has that where it goes back and forth between different film materials, like because a lot of stuff they found is 16 millimeter and 8 millimeter, and so they kind of combined everything. But there's some new footage that's never been released before, which was really good. They did a great job with that transfer, and
Yeah.
the sound was amazing.
I'm excited about that one. I can't wait. I've been
Yeah.
wanting to see that one.
Yeah, if you're an Elvis fan, I'm not a big Elvis
Big,
fan, but I appreciate the music. You know,
Wow.
pretty good.
Yeah, haven't been to Graceland 4 times. A little bit.
Oh,
of
really? Yeah,
Dang, 4 times? Like,
Hey,
Four
yo,
times.
fan.
yeah, big
Oh,
Elvis
yeah.
fan.
Yeah,
I don't
went-
understand because I've been there once, and man, 10 minutes and you see the whole damn thing.
Oh no! Well, they got new stuff now. Well, sadly, you got now they expanded theirs. Lisa Marie is there, and her son, and
Oh, okay.
and also they moved. Actually, they took all the the racquetball. If you ever been to Graceland, all his records and his suits were in the racquetball court. Remember in the back of the house, they took all of that. They turned it back into a racquetball court. Took all of that and built a museum across the street. So now there's a more expansive museum, and actually it's
Oh
pretty
yeah, I've
amazing.
been to the museum. Yeah.
Yeah, so now it's So I went before that was ever built, like when it was the old school.
Oh, okay.
Right, I saw it in the '90s. I saw it in the 2000s. Like it's kind of every 10 years, I've kind of gone and seen it, what they've changed. I like it now from the standpoint that there's so much more memorabilia in the museum across the street.
Mhm.
But now when you go to the house, it's more of a
house.
memorial. It's a
Yeah,
memorial.
yeah.
It's his house.
Mhm.
You get a little bit of stuff, and then there's the where everybody's buried, and so it's more calm there. But then you can do more
Yeah.
enjoying the war and stuff down across the street.
They had the
Yeah,
jet
yeah.
there too, right?
The
Like,
jet, the Jets
yeah.
are there. The Jets are kind of cheesy, but
yeah.
they're old.
it-
They're starting to to
Yeah.
get old. They're starting to age really bad.
oh,
But
yeah.
Yeah,
But,
so that was pretty good. You know, the sound was really good. You know, it's amazing. You know, like during that concert, during that concert that he did, the women were out of control, man. I was like,
Oh,
wow.
yeah.
I mean,
Well-
they would throw it like they threw like underwear at him. You know, I was like, what is going on?
Yeah.
You know.
Well, for many years, the best recording was before this one was the "This Is It" concert that they released. Believe it or not, the only thing that existed till they finally many years put it on DVD or Blu-ray was on Laserdisc. So they made the "This Is It" on Laserdisc, and that was the only way you could see this concert video. And then about 20 years later, they finally moved it from Laserdisc onto, I don't know, DVD or Blu-ray at that point. But
okay.
and it looked good, and it was one of the few concerts actually filmed in 35 millimeter that they were able to restore.
Yeah.
But some of that footage I heard that also comes from some lost footage from that.
Yeah. They went to the mines to get some of the.
Yeah,
They found some more footage in the mines.
that's cool, man. I can't wait to
yeah.
see it.
Yeah, it's excellent. Did you see I saw earlier, you saw Mercy, Don?
Yeah, so I think myself, Paul, and Ike have now seen Mercy. Yes.
Yeah, it had good atmosphere during this when he's sitting there and the sound is coming from everywhere, even up top. I was like, wow.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. No, the sound definitely moved around. So, basically, it was like a virtual courtroom that you can see it in the preview. So I'm not giving any spoilers away, but it's like a virtual courtroom in the future.
Yeah.
And the title of the movie is basically The Courtroom, Mercy.
Right.
So but yeah, so it was Chris Pratt's duty to prove his innocence. So it was but yeah, it was pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Good. I
Sure
enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
it.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. And I watched have you guys seen Paradise? That's that it's a show.
I haven't seen that.
No? Oh
No.
man, you guys gotta watch that. It's really good. It's 2 seasons so far. Paradise.
Where is it on?
I think it's Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a really good show. Yeah.
Alright,
So I watch a few things, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Shoot, the way Abe watches, he can only watch one thing a week. He watches like 4-hour movie.
Well, just this week for the holidays for us. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those. I love those old movies, man. It's-
Yeah. Yeah.
There is
Old
something
movies are
about
usually
good
longer.
classics.
Oh,
Yeah.
You saw The Robe, right?
yeah.
That's a good one too. Yeah.
It's good.
And,
Yeah, it's not as big as Ten Commandments and all the rest of those epic movies, but The Robe has its place. But like I said,
Yeah.
my thing about it is that it was that first movie ever filmed in CinemaScope or,
Yeah,
or
yeah,
shown in,
yeah.
which I always thought was kind of cool. And what
Yeah.
that must have been like to be a kid going to the movies for the first time and seeing that in all its glory.
Yeah, for
That
sure.
would be pretty cool.
Yeah, so a few things, but that update from Kaleidoscape, big time.
Yeah, I'm actually.
So what does it bring though?
Yeah, I have the email here. I found
Does
it.
it bring
so-
any interface changes to the
No,
UI?
no,
Okay.
no.
So-
it just fixes issues.
I have
that
the
it
email. I have the email here. It says, Kaleidoscape strives to improve our user experience with automatic KOS software updates. Software updates rollout automatically taking place over multiple weeks. Blah 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 blah. For the Strato Terra KOS releases, we will now begin each version number to a 2-digit year, whatever that is. It says we have implemented a variety of playback improvements, updated HDMI CEC improvements, aspect ratio handling, and more. These new features and improvement are detailed below. So playback improvements for the Strato V, E, and M. We've increased playback robustness to account for varying network latency, removed additional video processing in cases where video is passed through, unscaled, and fixed on-screen graphics to reduce flickering of Dolby Vision content in some projectors and displays. We have also made improvements to our audio video handling during playback of true HD content, correcting channel input. They updated HDMI CEC functionality. Like it says, synchronized stand between players, player control standby, connected HDMI devices control the player standby. So updated that aspect ratio. The KOS 26.0.0 software enables Strato players to display more accurate aspect ratios on the movie details page, so you can actually see what aspect ratio they are when you're looking at the movie. Where a set of limited predefined values alongside the KOS 26.0.0 rollout updated aspect ratio information will also be displayed on our movie store. So basically they just updated,
that page.
being able to see it on the store, and when you open the movie, it tells you what aspect ratio it is.
Yeah. And if it's something that has like multiple aspect ratios, like it's something that's got those, like Top Gun, for instance, it'll show up as the largest aspect ratio that's available, the tallest.
190. Yeah, it says the movie switch between aspect ratios in the film will continue to display the most open aspect ratio, will now be more precise. e.g. 190 for a film like Top Gun. The enhanced aspect ratio information is also used to improve content playback. So, for players that use Cinescope. There's also some other behind-the-scenes improvements, updates to parental control behavior, network configuration safeguards, switching improvements for CoStar. For those of you that don't know what CoStar is, it uses allows you to use legacy devices from Kaleidoscape, and you may need like a CoStar device to be able to implement some of those players.
Cool.
Strato V. General robustness for Strato and Terra devices, and bug fixes. So that's the update from that. That was in my personal email. I don't want to share my personal email, so that's why I just read that. But basically, there are updates there.
Yeah,
well, it looks like they did some work there. That's good.
Yeah,
for sure.
And it was more of an issue, like the guys that are in the Kaleidoscape forum. There's a guy who actually takes like these screen grabs, and showed them a bunch of issues with the image, in comparison to, like, let's say the 4K UHD, and they hopped right back. They got right on it, and they took care of it. I would say pretty quickly, as soon as they started seeing that, because that's not a good thing, to be claiming that you're the best at this. And then you could throw on a disc, and the disc has a better image. That was no good.
Yeah, weren't you the one that let them know about some scenes in Star Wars or whatever that were
Yeah,
wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
So yeah, there was a chroma alignment issue, which they took care of too. So once they know about it, at least they do what they have to do to get it taken care of, to get it fixed. So
Nice.
yeah.
yeah. So let me do this. So before we move on to anything else, I wanted to share the whole reason why Abe is where he is.
Oh,
So let me see if I can do that.
I want to know what Scott thought of Hail Mary.
Thought it was really good. I mean, I went into it. You had told me about it. I heard you guys mention a little bit, but I completely didn't know what the movie was about. Like, I didn't watch any previews. No one linked it to me, so I went in blind.
Oh,
We had planned. This was on Easter Sunday, and I'm like, crap. Everyone's talking about it, like mentioning you got to go see it. You got to go see it. And I'm like stopping them from telling me anything about it. And I was like, all right, I'm going to go see it in IMAX. So I went to get tickets to IMAX, but Mario came out, right?
Oh
And
yeah.
that's the next IMAX movie. So there were like no IMAX showings for Project Hail Mary.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm online and I'm like, oh, and I'm like, Burbank. Oh, that's like an hour and 15 minutes away, but it shows that there's an IMAX showing. I'm like, all right, like talk to the family. I'm like, you guys want to do a like road trip and go watch a movie in Burbank? We'll like bum around up there. They're like, yeah, let's do it. So I booked IMAX tickets for Burbank and went to Big Boy. They have the original Big Boy there.
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And check that out. They have like the
That's
seats
cool.
where the Beatles used to sit, and the movie Heat was filmed there. So that was kind of cool. They got stuff on the wall.
That's cool.
And then
Yeah.
went over to the theater, and they had a misprint. So I ended up watching it non IMAX, but it didn't matter. It was a great. And
I'd be like, dude, I just drove an hour and something, and I want.
that was
to
like
watch
an
this.
event, right? Like it didn't really
Hey,
matter.
man, you
We
turned on the IMAX theater.
Yeah.
drove by Dolby Labs because Dolby Labs is out there, so I took a picture of the Dolby Labs building.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the movie was really good, unexpected, and like even though the alien kind of creature that's in there, when you first see it, you're like, oh, is this gonna turn like goofy dumb? But they like held it together, right? They like held it together. I thought it was a fantastic movie.
Sound was good. The sound.
Oh,
Sound was great, yeah, for a theater. Yeah,
amazing. It's definitely going to be some demo
yeah,
Oh,
for
cool.
sure.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it because I want to see it. I just haven't been able to.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't talk about it any more than I did. But
Yeah,
yeah,
no, I haven't
I
been
haven't
able
seen
to.
it either. I want
Been able to see it.
Yeah, I want to check
I wanna-
that out.
it's worth it. Don't look into it. Don't watch any previews. Just
No,
blind
yeah,
go.
no.
Yep. It's
Yeah,
the way to
so-
watch it.
So this is the whole reason why Abe is in the hotel that he's at. So this is the 3D rendering of we're going to call it the Bahamas movie theater.
That's
Oh,
ridiculous. You get to build that, Abe?
Hmm?
You get to build that?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. This actually was the first. This was the first initial preliminary design. We've actually tweaked it since then. We just haven't updated the rendering. Obviously, we were. This is when we were just coming up with the initial look and feel, along with working with the team there. We obviously increased the size of the screen a lot more, and then the projector is not in the middle of the ceiling as you see in the render; it's in the back of the room. That
Yeah.
changed. So a lot of things have been updated. I
And
think
it's not
I
it's
might have
not the
sent you
LG
plans.
projector either.
Oh, I don't know. I think that's just for the rendering. Yeah.
That is like
Yeah,
It looks like
pure,
it was yeah,
that
it's
is
a
pure
Sony-
sexy, man. That is like amazing. And like
Yeah.
looking at this room and you put the Bond picture in the background, I like can picture on the other side of the door is like a roulette table and like people. Yeah.
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 Well, it's funny. 2 buildings down is the Baja Mar, which is like the biggest hotel casino here in Nassau.
Oh.
Yeah. Actually, on the other side of that wall is a spa. So it's a luxury high rise, and this is like the residence's theater. So this is the theater
Wow.
that if you live in that thing, you can come and see a movie there, and for the people who live in that tower in the luxury high rise that's there.
You putting Kaleidoscape there.
Yes, yeah, we're putting a.
So how does that work?
Uh,
Being out of the country.
It works. Don't worry.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Well, I know it's a
We-
U.S. I know it's a U.S. country, right? You know, or
no,
ally,
it's a
ally.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We the team, the AV integrator I'm working with here, that's apparently been that part of it's all been worked out.
Okay.
I don't know the 100% of the details. In fact, I'm meeting with them tomorrow to find out how does that work. You know, I'm kind of curious myself how they do that here, but he's done it before with other clientele that we work with. But this has a JBL synthesis system. I couldn't go too crazy with the subwoofers because obviously this is kind of general population
Right.
people come, you know, they're not base heads like us. So it's got, you know, 2 SSW3s in the front, 2 SSW4s in the back. So we got 4 subs. It's a 9.6.4 basically.
Dang.
But
That's
it's no, you know, for you know, it's got to be kind of in the middle for everybody's enjoyment, whether they're old or young or whatever. So
Yeah.
we had to be kind of neutral with the approach, and definitely the interior designer and architect wanted something that style. Everything you saw there was so it blends with the rest of the building. So the rest of the building has that kind of look to it. Like I really personally don't like these light colored ceilings that you see in that rendering, but it's one of the things we had to let go. And we actually did tone it. We did put it a different shade in the final layout. I think I might have sent you the plan, but
Yeah, you did. I'm trying to get to them. I'm just not very savvy when it comes to looking for where my downloads went on this Mac computer. So
yeah, but yeah, we're kind of excited about it. I mean, it's like I said, it's just a fun project, and like I said, it's way better than what they wanted to do. So I was originally hired. They hired me to do some acoustical analysis on some of the residents' condos that they have there for acoustics and for sound control. And then so I was helping them just figure out how to best isolate the walls for sound isolation from one room to the other for these little small media rooms they were putting in the residence condos, kind of like this one here, but this is a smaller one in the building next door. But then I'm looking at the plans for this building. I saw in the lobby next to the spa was this media room, and it was just a cheesy little room. And I'm like, so I started talking to the builder who had a good report. I said, man, you gotta give me that room, man. You gotta let me just take that over because this is so sad. I said, this is what you put in the drawing. It's just so sad. So anyway, through a year and a half of talking with him, because we were working on those other jobs together, he said, just tell me what you would want to do if you could do it. And then he presented it to his boss and everything, and they approved it. I was like, holy shit. So, okay, I'm down here doing this.
So it looks like you got on here. It's going to be a 140-inch Stewart film screen.
Yeah, I want to go even bigger
microperf.
than that, but
What's the room dimensions? I guess we'll see
I don't know.
here
We
in
can
a
look at
little
the
bit.
floor plan.
Yeah, we'll look over here in a little bit. And it's going to be a 9.4.6 Dolby Atmos setup.
Yeah.
So let's see.
There's a VPL 8000 Sony projector. Yeah, a very basic. Well, from our standards, a very basic.
So 14 foot wide by 22 deep.
Yeah.
So almost the same size as mine. Mine is 16 feet wide.
Yep.
By 21 and a half deep. So
and originally this was 6 foot shorter than what you see there. I was able to convince them to give me 6 more feet in the spa for the theater. So I said it just would because the proportions wouldn't work if I didn't have an extra 6.
Well, you wouldn't have been able to go much further because there's an elevator in the way.
No, we went the other way toward the spa.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was backed up at the elevator. I couldn't go further back. And they had, yeah. Let's reflect SR6. We have SCL8s, JBL in ceiling speakers. There's our Sony projector in the back there.
Okay. Yes, Sony.
And then we built a screen wall, which you kind of see in this floor plan here. That screen wall is built inside the envelope of the room. So that screen wall is with the speakers and the LCRs is inside of the drywall shell or envelope of the room.
Yeah, right
And
here.
built after drywall.
Nice.
So, and then what do you got? What's this back here? These.
That's just when you see this page here. This is a reflective ceiling plan. So that's the linear diffusers. So that's the return vents. So it's like this
Okay.
little 1-inch. It's just like a 1-inch slot with a grill just for return air. And then the front's the big long. It'll be painted to match. So you'll just see like a 1-inch slit in the ceiling.
Okay. I was wondering if that was some kind of false wall or something like that.
Yeah. Like, so here's the front wall with the SCL2s and the SSW3s. I wanted to put more subs in the front, but again, it's a general purpose room. So, I lost out on that. We had to keep it. We also had to keep the budget, within reason, because we almost lost a job because we were over budget. But so I had to scale back some things. But I did get my 2 rear fill subs in the back, SSW4s, because we just needed it. I told them I got to have these 2 subs in the back. I can't just have 2 in the front. We need to balance out the room.
I guess these speakers are kind of offset because of the way that this was right here, right? So
yeah,
okay.
there was some limitations I had to work within because of how the structure of the building was, and so yeah. So there's a little bit that I have, but no, the surrounds actually are symmetrical with the midpoint of the room.
Yeah, it looks here. It looks like it's right there.
On the floor. Yeah, the elevation looks like it's off, but on floor plan it is symmetrical. The subs are off, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
With the subs. So and also you can see the panel divisions. We have much more panels. So in between all acoustic panels, and those are all veneered strips. So there's kind of wood veneer inlay or recessed.
Wow.
Between all those panels, and then the sconces. There's really expensive sconces that are on the walls there.
Nice.
So, what kind of are you doing? Any kind of soundproofing or anything?
Oh my
like
God,
that?
quite a bit. We have. It's kind of a room within a room. If you look at this, there's some double framing, and then we've got 2 layers of drywall with green glue between layers. And that wall is actually decoupled from the main wall, which is concrete. And they also ran some mass-loaded vinyl barrier between the concrete wall and our theater wall. And on the ceiling, and there should be a detail. There's our sight line right there. Little tight. I would have liked a little more height, but we couldn't excavate any deeper into the ground.
So you did 3 rows in this room. Wow.
Yeah. Well, yeah. We want to get as many guests of the building. Like if they have a gathering or or a party or something like that, to watch a sporting event.
So 7 feet from a 140 screen. That's what's that, like a 70 viewing angle?
Yeah, it's it should be on the next page. The plan, yeah.
Yeah, 67. I was right there. Look at that.
Yeah. Again, multi-purpose. A lot of guests in there. We're just trying to get as many bodies that we could fit in there. And well, like I said, it wouldn't work if I didn't have the 6 feet. I was lucky to get the 6 feet.
So what are you using, the Trinoff version of the JBL processor, or using the step down?
Yeah, I'm using the SDP75. So we're doing the SDP75. We bought actually one of the last SDP75s now because it's the SDP80, which is their new latest and greatest.
Is that the CI version? Is that going to be the CI version?
No, I don't. The SDP80, I'm not sure. The 75 isn't. No. But yeah, you can see how that's just our details showing the subwoofers and framing details showing how we're framing out that screen wall. And again, that screen wall gets built after drywall, so it's inside the envelope of the room, and it's slightly decoupled from the walls. And the ceiling is on isolation clips. So we have
that's what I was looking at right here. Right.
Yeah, you can see in one of the details, those are Kinetics ISOMAX clips. So those are attached to the to a C channel that's dropped down on a grid. That's floated down from the concrete ceiling above. and then we float it down. So it's completely decoupled from the floor above.
Very nice.
And that's just layers. So what you see here is that the purple is the veneered wood layers that what I put, and what skins that screen wall is, when you look at the rendering, is those acoustic panels, which are basically fabric wrap frames, because all of these cavities you see here are going to be filled with infill, with thermofiber or whatever. It's all going to be filled with acoustic foam or a variety of different materials.
Now, are you putting any type? Because are you making it like a true baffle wall, to where you put some kind of hardscape on the front of it, or you?
Yes, yeah. So like you saw in the rendering, the visual, what you see are fabric wrap frames that will basically attach to the surface of all this, and behind that is all of the acoustic treatments put into the cavities of that screen wall.
So what I was asking was, there's not going to be any plywood on attached to these two.
No.
buffers.
Yeah, you would.
So it's just going to act as one big absorber, basically.
One big absorber. Now we're going to probably, depending on how the acoustician tells me to do it, how much absorb, but more than likely that whole front end is going to be mostly absorption, 4 inches or 5 inches of absorption. So act as one gigantic baffle wall.
Okay.
From what I understand. So, what is that?
3/4 MDF.
So you can see we go through a lot of detail, just highlighting like all the parts and pieces, and these are section details. That's showing how the wall sitting on the concrete wall of the spa actually there, and so that's the spa wall, and then there's the theater wall inside of the theater envelope. And these are
what is the you talk about the spa? So this is the spa over here, right?
Yeah. So So basically, you're looking at a section cut through that wall. On the left would be the spa. On the right, obviously, is the theater. That's the cavity, the drop-in recess of the theater. So as you can see, that wall has got double layer drywall on the spa side, double layer drywall on the theater side, a gap, and did the screen wall.
Okay.
So the screen wall and the speaker wall is completely decoupled from the actual wall that actually is the spa.
So this is your header here.
Well, you're looking at an elevation section. So you're looking at that's the wall separated. Yep, correct.
Okay. So there's all right. I see what you're saying.
And then this is dimension locations for all the speakers, so we exactly know where they need to move studs, so they don't land where a speaker lands, so that I can safely put the pre-construction bracket. And in this case, we built back boxes for the SCL7s because we wanted to completely encase those and seal those too. To the cubic volume of airspace that we had to get from JBL for how much, what's the cubic volume of space we have to make custom back boxes built for the SCL7s, for the SCL2s, the SCL8s, to the specifications from JBL.
Wow. So you're gonna build them on site.
They've already been built, yeah, and then built. We gave plans to the builder. The builder built them, put them in place according to those dimensions. So when we go there, we could.
So are they like gluing and like sealing those boxes somehow, or?
Yeah, they're a completely sealed box. They get installed into the framing, and then they're drywalled over.
Oh, wow.
And then so there'll just be an opening when we get there, and we can just pop the speaker in. And the wire will be just a hole drilled through the box, be sitting there waiting for us. Wire up the speaker, pop it in.
All right. So this is the riser. So you got a little rounded bull nose here.
That's your bulldoze. We've got a LED. We've got an LED tape. Yeah, and you can see that riser's decoupled. You see the little purple? Those are U-boat isolation blocks. So the platform is completely decoupled from the floor. And it's also, if you look at where it hits the wall, there's a 3/8 inch gap between the platform and the wall. So essentially the platform is free floating, which is good for one thing, bass. So when we have enough bass to resonate that platform, that energy has no place to go but up into the seats. Gives you a little more tactile feel. So I'm trying to get a little more bang for buck out of these subwoofers by building a platform design that way.
Very nice.
Yeah, there's a detail for the isolation hangers, and how
so using hat channel and
Yeah,
Okay.
7/8. That's 7/8 double leg 20 gauge. I believe 20 gauge hat channel goes through a Kinetics Isomax clip, which basically I don't know if you see the Isomax clip. It cases it in rubber, so the hat channel actually floats in a
Right.
rubber gasket inside the Isomax clip, which is pretty nice. So it gives a complete decoupling at the wall. And it's door details. The next page. That's just how we isolate the doors, the door seals at the stop.
So
we
you're
have a
doing
little tiny.
you doing an exterior door for this, or are you using a solid
Yeah,
core?
so, well, it's a solid core door. No, so we're using an 1.75 inch solid core door with a Zero International Part 358 mortised automatic door bottom, which you see there in the section detail, and then that Zero door seal, perimeter door seal that we'll have encased into the door stop.
So do you guys build the door yourself, or do you order it?
This particular door, the builder built this door to our spec. Yeah, because it also has to match aesthetically with what's going on and stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Very nice. I mean, the level of detail that you guys put into this just amazes me every time I look.
Yeah,
at
that's your
one of these.
electrical. Shows all the electrical locations for all the power to all the seating in the platform. Shows you the zone layouts for all the sconces and like where all the zones go to some switches right there in that little vestibule area. Which actually just got updated. We moved it to a centralized lighting panel. We ended up instead of taking those bank of switches out, we remotely located somewhere around there 8 zone control 4 APD adaptive phase dimmer module control module. So we'll just have a keypad at the entrance to the door, and all the zones will be remotely controlled through the 8 zone APD centralized lighting panel.
Are you working with another integrator for this one?
Yeah, with the way Bahamas are kind of interesting, you usually have to. So we're working with the AV integrator who's been doing the AV for the entire building, and I would have loved to got the whole thing, but it's that's kind of political here. So
Yeah, well, the reason I asked that is because I mean, shit. What if something happens? You got to fly all the way back there because somebody
yeah. No, so
screwed
in this
shit
case, I
up.
don't.
You know.
Yeah, in this case, I don't. So I'm working with a local AV integrator who's a nice guy, and he purchased some of the main components for me, and he got a lot of the other ones. So we kind of divvied it up so that he can be responsible, I can be responsible, but he will be the main go-to service. Although both he and I will be able to remotely tap into the system to check out,
Okay.
through
So what type
Oversee and
of
through
are you using Control 4 in here?
Control 4. Yeah, Control 4 is used for everything, for lighting control, for main master control. Yeah, it's all Control 4.
Yeah,
This
I was
is a
wondering
fix.
because you got to make it easy for there it is, Control 4 right there. Got to
Yeah,
make it
so
easy
essentially-
for somebody to come in and operate this thing, right?
Yeah, we'll have so that was another reason we have a touch panel. You walk in to the thing, you'll hit, Control 4. What do you want to watch? We'll make it a simple watch Kaleidoscape, watch Netflix, whatever. And you just, Kaleidoscape, it'll give you the on-screen guide, pick a movie, press play, and then go walk into the theater.
So what size Terra server are you putting in there for the Kaleidoscape?
That's a good question. I want to say the 96.
Ooh,
Terrible.
big boys.
Yeah. Well, we're going to put a lot of stuff on it. So I think it's the 96. If I'm not mistaken, it was 96.
So I'm just curious, if somebody wants to order a movie like that just came out, be like, well, I guess we're charging this to the condo association. Ding ching.
Yeah. We got to work out all those details, or are we going to just try to buy a whole bunch of movies?
Well, yeah,
charge
there's packages, right? There obviously with the server that you can get that have, multiple, like I think all the 4K movies you can buy in one package or whatever, So
Yeah, that's the thing that me and the AV integrator will have to have a conversation probably this weekend on exactly how we're going to, how we're going to feed it.
Yeah.
right.
Hey, how long does this project take? The whole thing from start to
Well,
end.
All
I
right,
can
guys,
tell you
it's time to go now.
I can tell you to get this point where I'm actually in Nassau has been a year and a half.
Wow.
Of just almost 2 years actually, almost 2 years of, you know, get to do the job, then going through the design process, which took a long time because this was under construction, and then fighting for real estate with other contending stakeholders in that lobby to get what I need to work it, and then presenting a proposal. So that was a 2 year process, a year and a half, a little over 2 years and a half. But the good news is, after this weekend, we're going to get a good game plan. The panels are actually going into fabrication when we get back. Part of this weekend is a measure. So the room's been drywalled. It's ready for field measure. We're going to measure this whole room, like custom fitted for a suit. We're going to measure this whole room, and then my lead fabricator, who's coming to meet me tomorrow, is then going to take all these measurements back to the shop and start fabricating all those acoustic panels, those decorative acoustic panels you saw in that rendering.
Wow.
So
Yeah, and
I
then,
guess you just ship that stuff over in like a crate or whatever, whenever, you know.
yeah. So the good news is the contractor here has a freight forwarder in Miami. So all the panels are going to be built right there in Boca Raton. So we're going to build everything in Boca and crate it and drive it to the port forwarder in Miami. Then it'll go on a ship, and they'll receive it here and bring it to the job site for us.
Yeah.
And then we'll uncrate it, start
Just
installing.
throw it
So
on the back of one of those yachts that run back and forth there.
that's what I like. Yeah. Yeah. So the good news, oh no, actually I think they might air freight it. It might be air freight, but we don't have to handle it. We just have to get it to the port forwarder in Miami.
Wow.
So we just have to crate it and get it to the port forwarder. And then we got to show up here and install it. So,
So with the panels that are already pre-done, right? I mean, what do you, when you're butting them together, obviously, you know, how are you attaching them to an already framed out wall?
yeah, well, in this case, the good news is there's reveals. Remember, between all those panels you saw, and you kind of see it in the rendering, there's a reveal between all those panels. And the panel is 1 inch and 1/8 or more thick. It's going to be offset the wall, so the reveal's in the back there. So we're going to put these on, we're going to level out the blocking, and we're going to pin nail them into place.
Okay, so you're just gonna use like a brad nail.
Yeah, and we'll pin nail in through the fabric. You won't even know because you can pick the fabric or the pin nail. This fabric is acoustical fabric. It's a Guilford and Maine fabric that they picked. Sparrow, I think it's Sparrow something. But it's a GOM fabric that you can, it's got a porous weave, so we shoot the nail through it. You won't even know it's there. And it's not every panel will be absorptive. We'll have a combination of absorptive, reflective, diffusive, but you know, we want to overly absorb the room. So we got to balance it out. I would like to done thicker, have a little more depth of the room. We just don't have enough room, but still, it's gonna look great. It's like I said, it's a multi-purpose, a general purpose theater. So
Yeah, in the rendering, I didn't see this third row of seating up here at first. I thought that was just kinda like a glitch there, but yeah.
Actually, like I said, the first rendering it didn't have. It had the 2 rows because, well, it had the 2 rows because I think it was before we had the depth. We got the additional 6 feet. We added the additional 3rd row.
Right.
And it changed dramatically. Also, in this rendering, the left side is not mirrored to the right side. In the new design, we have symmetry now, and we were able to get the wall symmetrically. So, yeah, a lot has happened. I really need to get a new rendering done. But it gives you the sense.
Yeah, for sure.
To just give you a look and feel.
I like the ceiling, the way the ceiling's, is that remaining the same?
Yes, that is remaining the same. So it's a radius cove in the corners there, and there'll be a LED tape light going around that perimeter. The shade is going to be a little bit different. The paint is going to be a little different.
I see.
That's
No, I mean,
about it.
look, you guys, if you guys out there need a theater design, I mean, you can see the level of details that Abe puts into these, and I mean, Glenn just knocks it out of the park every time with the design aspect of the theaters. I mean, I love this design. It looks fantastic. I know the rendering doesn't show it, but and without it wouldn't be comfortable to go much bigger than 140 for the people sitting in the front seat. But
Yeah,
I probably would have went wall to wall if it were me. But you know,
Yeah, I mean, if it was a personal theater, I can talk
sure.
with the client directly, and then we can give them the pros and cons, and probably
Mhm.
get rid of that front row, have 2 rows, balance it out a little bit better, put a big ass screen,
Yeah,
more
for sure.
subs. Yeah.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I had to make some sacrifices here and there to make it as neutral. Had to make it neutral.
For sure. I mean, you're gonna have residents. You know, I'm sure they're gonna have Top Gun
Turn it.
3 screenings or
Yeah.
whatever. You know what I mean? And everybody's just gonna flock down there. So that's fantastic that they're doing
Yeah.
that for their building. So
Yeah, it took a lot of pushing, and I said it'd be so terrible to make this beautiful high rise and give them this shitty media room that they originally wanted. And I was like, no way. I said, I can't let you do it. I can't in good conscience let you build that room. I must stop you. So luckily I won out, but it took a lot of hard work, a lot of convincing. Like I said, over a year and a half of just me kept on just pushing on and pushing on. Let me please give me this opportunity, and having built a good rapport with the builder, I finally wore him down, I guess. So.
well, look, Derek asked if it wasn't for the condo scenario, how long would it take from initial engagement to implementation?
I mean, yeah, normally like a tradition, like if we're meeting with a client, we have that first initial meeting, get the vision of what they see interpret for what they want for their theater, look at the space they've got, whether it's new construction or remodel. And literally within about 2 to 3 weeks, we have a good preliminary design. Have that initial concept review, look at the elevations, floor plan, reflected ceiling. We'll do it like that we did here, a 3D rendering of what we're envisioning the room to look like, and then present that all to them with a budget. Say, hey, does this work? Go through our tweaks and our stuff, and then once they basically say, yeah, they green light it, then we go straight into construction documents, which is basically another 2 to 3 weeks of producing all those documentations like you saw in that drawing. And then we go right into build. Then there's build out. Now the build out is your longest phase. That's whatever long it takes for the builder, the framers, the electricians, the HVAC contractors to get the room ready for, up to the point that they can drywall a room and get it ready for interior.
So you're saying 4 months or 6 months?
Well, the average build out that I've seen on a house, I can't say the average. I would say the average is 6 months, 6 to 8 months is the average build out. But I've been on jobs where, like the one in Arkansas, it took 3 years for them to finally finish off that theater. So we sat there and we just waited for years for just the room to get ready for us to build.
Wow.
So it's all. I mean, that was a 30,000 square foot house. So I had to wait for my turn, or when they got back to that part of the house. So you're just sitting on your thumbs, waiting for them to get it built. But average 6 to 8 months, and then installation. Once we have everything fabricated, a week, 2 weeks, we have a theater knocked out, done, installed.
So
At
once all the
most, 2 weeks.
construction is done, 2 weeks or so is what you're
Yeah,
looking
2 weeks we'd have that home. I mean, it'll be movie time within a week to 2 weeks. A week is normally the average. I mean, 2 weeks if it's a very big theater, but typically, Long's took about 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks. His, but then that one with the angled walls, that took like a week to do that one. So it all depends on the scale. This will probably take 2 weeks.
Well, it looks fantastic. I'm sorry we didn't get to this last week, and I almost skipped it this week. But I was checking my email for that Kaleidoscape thing that Nelson was talking about, and I'm like, oh, Abe sent me the drawings. Let me make sure I get this up. So
yeah, no, I appreciate it. I said it in case you want, if you had a chance to talk about it, great. If not, I totally understand. But I do appreciate you showing it. Yeah.
No, for sure. Look, I mean, we want to promote, what you do. You do fantastic work. I mean, it's every theater I look at, every theater that I look at, you guys just knock it out of the park. So, I mean, with the design and everything else. So, I really enjoy what your renderings and seeing pictures of the results that you guys have. I can't wait to see the one. Hopefully I get an invite to see the one here in Miami too.
Yeah, that'll be good. And when this is finally done too, we'll have a bunch of pictures and we can kind of show the original rendering compared to actual real photos, so you can see how it evolves, which is be kind of cool.
So Derek says, can't wait to get the design from y'all for my place. So yeah.
I'm ready, Derek. Let me know. Hook you
Very good. Very good. Well, Look, we did manage to make it for a full show. Right?
Hey, look at that.
we got about 45 seconds left before we hit our 2.5 hour mark. So
You can blame this one on Nelson.
no, we
Later,
appreciate
too.
you jumping in, Nelson, for sure. So
Yeah. It's good to see you.
thanks for sharing what
Sure.
sharing what you watched recently. You've done it.
Yeah.
Have you done any upgrades to the theater or any new equipment?
No, I mean everything's basically the same. I always do little things, but nothing major.
Okay. Well, we'll have to get you back on again just to give us another tour sometime too. Because
Oh, yeah,
it's
for
been a
sure.
while. So
Yeah, and
For sure.
You know what's
yeah,
funny? You guys, I do all these high-end theaters all over the place, but you guys have better theaters than I do right now because I don't even have one. Isn't that sad?
your
the cobbler's
iPad is working really well right now.
Yeah.
The cobbler's children. You always say the cobbler's children have no shoes. I've been doing this for 30 years. I still don't have one.
yeah.
But I have to live vicariously through all my clients, so I see and hear enough of them. I know what I want. But one day I'm getting this close to finally pulling the trigger. I'm going to build mine, but and it should hopefully be great. But yeah, so I still get to it. I still love going and enjoy Don's theater and Chuck's theater. So you still guys are. I definitely enjoy that. So I'm still envious. So
That's
Well,
cool.
it's good that you still have the passion for it 30
Yeah.
years later. So
yeah, I love it. Yeah,
Sure.
it's cool. It's fun.
Yeah.
well, guys, once again, thank you for joining us for the 121st episode of the Home Theater Hub. If you would like to be a guest on the show, please shoot us an email to hometheaterhublive@gmail.com. Please do all that great YouTube stuff, like, share, subscribe to all of our channels that we got here. If you're interested in the home theater design, please go over to 3D Squared and check out Abe's webpage over there and shoot him an email. And then, Ike, we're going to get this on time together today.
No.
3, 2, 1. Until next time,
Next time,
lights down, sound up, and don't blame us for your next upgrade. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
I
See
can
you
tell you,
next-
I'm never joining in a three-way with you.
I stay quiet.
thank you again, Nelson. Scottio, thank you for joining us. I know you're not on camera right now, but thanks again for joining us. If you do, and I forgot to mention, if you do need a drive, make sure that an optical drive, make sure you reach out to Scottio. See you guys next show.